Sure.
That's as good as it's been.
And we're live. So welcome to Beers and Bad Company. I'm the beer man himself, otherwise known as Bad Company. Sure as fuck the camera freezes right as we start the show. That is fantastic. Either way, don't give a fuck. If you're a minor, don't drink on YouTube. Pretty sure it's against the law. Everybody else, bottoms up.
Oh, there we go.
Big B, nice of you to join us so early on.
Yeah.
I don't even have a chance to get a case of the fuck rounds into me by the time you get on tonight.
Just because it's falling into my blunt schedule. So,
Just coinciding.
Yeah.
So what are you up to?
Oh, just doing the dance of life, the old dirty fucking dance.
Well, that's always a good time.
Staying powerful, just staying powerful, that's it.
Like how powerful? Because I've been watching some videos of that big prick from over the pond there, and he's not looking so great. Who's that chump that you're about to whoop the shit out of?
Oh, Robbie.
Yeah, the guy that used to pretend to be strong with his fake weights and stuff.
No, I think he just goes to the gym, just does like a couple, and then he just leaves. You know what I mean?
He's like a cuckold for the gym.
Yeah, exactly.
That's possibly some of the best shit talking I've ever heard. That's aces right there. What the fuck am I frozen on? Jesus. This is gonna be rough.
You'll be okay.
Yeah, whatever. It can freeze like that. Kind of got a green screen thing going on here. I'm having fun with it. Whatever. The fucking beard does look huge, though. Not bad. Whatever. Like that.
You got me?
David Tobes, yes, you are here. We can hear you. What is up, my brother?
Same old. Friggin' lots of heat and humidity lately. You got me?
I have some information for you, Dave. I finally grabbed myself a couple Sparkle Puffs.
Oh, did you?
And I'm not gonna lie, they're pretty tough to get down. They're pretty tough.
Yeah, not for everyone, man.
Yeah, they're
not for everyone, for
You
sure.
got that bougie belly.
But the effect was nice. Like, I felt good, but
Yeah, it's a good beer buzz, but yeah, it's a very intense, strong beer. So it's you either like it or you just don't.
it's sort of like fermented peaches brewed in like sock water, like old sock water, but better.
Not Roy's socks.
Right
Now, do you have any of those left kicking around me?
Filtered through Roy's socks. Yeah. It's like peaches filtered through Roy's socks and left to ferment.
Roy's socks are my old masturbating socks.
That'd be a beer smoothie. It wouldn't be good.
Yeah, I just jerk off into socks and then sell them to Roy.
Well, if the market's open for
That's how Roy and I met. Pete, do you have any more of those Sparkle Puffs kicking around? What?
I do not drink them.
Fuck, I was hoping to see you shotgun one live.
Oh, dude, you would see me puke live.
I'm okay with this.
Good content.
Every time I puked on Devon's channel, the video gets fucking like zapped and shit. Like he actually has strikes on him for me vomiting.
Oh no!
Why is that against the rules?
That's work, man. What
We're not allowed showing bodily fluids leaving.
Well, people sweat all the time. People spit.
Well, fuck, look, I don't make the rules. I just know that Devon gets in trouble like every time he puts a video with me on it.
Well, that he should really, if you think about it.
What about
I try to
actual?
keep my subs low.
Yeah,
Once you get too big, they start noticing this shit.
yeah. Especially they notice you look like Barney because you're purple.
How about you shut the fuck up, Roy Baker? In other words, shut up, Roy.
Yeah.
Damn it, Roy.
Hey, B. Mine's bigger.
That's not what you said.
I don't know. That's what I'm seeing.
So yeah,
You're
I
just,
just
hey,
went
you're
out
just
earlier
telling
and
me.
I just went outside. I looked out my door and there was a snake sitting on my front area. And I went outside and said hi, took some pictures. I can post them another time, but I'm saying, what the fuck? So I went into the backyard and, turned over a log, found a worm and brought a worm over to the snake and just tossed the worm right in front of the snake. And the garter snake was like, flicked out his red and black tongue and like, fuck yeah, buds. And he just ate that worm and like lickety split.
Snakes eat worms?
Well, garter snakes do.
Huh.
Yeah, but
Worm-
how
yeah,
would a garter
garter
snake
snakes will
do
eat-
after a
garter-
sparkle puff?
What? Yeah, garter snakes will eat worms, fish, frogs, like baby mammals and stuff like. But the funny thing is, they don't eat bugs like some people think. They don't.
I've heard they really like nachos.
You're a fucking idiot, Roy.
Oh, man.
There you go, Dave.
Just
Get
kidding.
in there. Get in there, Dave.
Hey,
Well,
Dave,
when you fucking put your neck on out there like that, man.
that wasn't really a snake. That was Sauron looking for Gandalf.
Hey, now let me ask you a very serious question right now. Do you think Gandalf, under all those robes and shit, do you think Gandalf wore underwear?
I think he's wearing a G-string.
Well, if that's what you want to envision, man, that's important.
Gandalf in a banana hammock.
Like, how did we even get fucking involved with this? Jesus.
Gandalf with a banana hammock.
All right, we got a super chat here from Uncle John's Arm Wrestling Show. Big B looking sexy. Spellcaster Tomes, Mr. Socko, Royman Baker, and his camera must have seen him nude. Will never be the same.
Hey, get Uncle John.
Well, John, I appreciate the support, but
Yeah.
thank you very much.
Send Uncle John the link.
I think Uncle John actually unfriended me on Facebook.
He's not on Facebook.
What?
Well, he blocked
Uncle
me on
John?
Messenger then.
Well, if you're not on Facebook, you don't have Facebook Messenger.
Well, that's the only way I ever got a hold of him was on Facebook Messenger. Even
No.
long after he got rid of fucking Facebook.
He's been on the show, and I know as long as I've heard him talk, he says he's not on Facebook.
Yeah, he wasn't on Facebook, but he still had Messenger.
Nap time.
I didn't know you
You
could
don't
do
listen.
that. Well, I thought that was. I mean, you're not obviously talking about Facebook Messenger. You're talking about some other kind of messenger.
No, I'm talking about Facebook Messenger. He just doesn't have Facebook on his phone anymore.
I did not know you could divide the two. That's very interesting. You learn something new every day.
Yeah, Messenger's its own app.
Very, very interesting.
Yeah, well, somebody else wants to send Uncle John the link. Maybe, he could go ahead and unfuck himself and unblock me, but who knows?
I don't know. I didn't even know how to contact him.
Fuck, I meant to have a paper and a pen and shit ready to go here because I wanted to write down any questions that people had for Devon before he gets on so we could get through those when he gets on. But I'm a piece of shit. I suck at life, so I didn't get it ready to do that.
Devin's coming on?
Devin's coming on tonight?
Yeah.
Wow.
You called me earlier, we were chatting.
Well, that'll be cool. He knows what
What's
to
that?
do.
So I was talking to him earlier. He called me earlier, we were chatting. I didn't know he was coming on tonight.
Yeah, he's going to be on after practice. So he'll be a little bit before he joins in, but
I gotta drop the hood.
we got another super chat here from David Shubich.
Every day there's practice now.
Tomes just got off work, mumbling with his boys in a dim lit room. That's was that like some creepy druid shit?
Yo, fuck the druids.
I'll never tell.
What? What's your problem with the Druids?
Fucking orbit.
But it's the
They made Stonehenge. Give them a break.
Aliens did that. Stop it.
No, aliens.
That's enough.
Aliens did the pyramids, not the Stonehenge.
Let me just ask you another serious question. Why were we always taught to fear witches instead of the people who burned them alive?
Exactly.
That was
Well,
fucking deep, man.
because-
that was fucking deep.
Witches are dangerous.
No, they're not. Some of them are just like it. I mean, like some of them are. Not all of them.
Well, some people are.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Me and myself, and then you got people like you two.
Yeah.
I know a couple.
You're missing all these super chats.
There's one more super chat I haven't got to, and Uncle John just sent it in, and I wasn't gonna even read it because Uncle John super chatted in, had to block Evan, too many dong pics. And it's true. I'm glad he blocked me because he just couldn't stop himself from sending dong pics.
Yeah.
And it's weird. It's not even like he was sending me his dog. He would just like Google random fucking dicks to fucking send me all the time. He's got like a weird obsession.
Yeah.
It's not good. It's not good.
Starting to explain more about his close friendship with Aussie.
Well, I leave that one alone. I mean, they specifically asked for one single bed in their hotel rooms.
Yeah, not really. It was literally broke back iron. It's good. They had a good time.
They both pretended to pass out so they could get stuffed in a wheelbarrow together.
Yeah, but was
Strange.
one facing up, one facing down in the wheelbarrow, or how was that?
They passed out, so we just had to put them in the wheelbarrow together. And
Yeah.
then they'd start like telling us, "Oh no, turn me this way. I'm still sleeping." They're fucking creepy. When they start telling you as you're trying to wheelbarrow them home, "Hey, stop avoiding all the bumps." But you know, I don't ask questions. That's John and Ozzy, you know, whatever. They're still good people, and what they do in the privacy of that wheelbarrow that we're pushing is their business.
I'm gonna tell you guys something, and you're only gonna hear this kind of stuff here. One day there's gonna be a certain video that's gonna get released, and it's gonna be fucking hilarious.
Man, we have talked so much about the Bernie's video.
Yeah. Cobra keeps flirting with it. He keeps saying he's gonna release it, and then he hasn't done it yet.
Is there a chance I have a pen?
Here, I got one.
Great, fucking fantastic. I'm so glad you do. I have one. I don't know if it works, but I have one.
You're gonna make some like a bunch of gay boys here.
Yeah. So any questions that come in, that I'll even actually write them down so we can ask Devin when he gets in. And I will try to get through all of the questions before I start pissing Devin off.
Is that dude an arm wrestler? Hey, Big B, is that an arm wrestler that just came in there?
I thought it was Levon.
Is that guy an arm wrestler?
Huh?
Is that dude an arm wrestler that just walked in?
Don't you worry about anything, okay? About what's going on.
You see nothing. You know nothing.
I didn't even see who it was, so I don't know.
It was a big dude.
I thought it was Levon there for a second.
So around here, it's only power. You can't even live in this house unless you're over 3 bills. Like, if you're not at least 200, you can't even walk through the front door.
If,
And that's if
200,
you're
what do you
male.
mean? 200 what?
But then there's opposite rules.
If you don't even have 200 what?
If you're not at least 200 pounds or have copious amounts of drugs and or alcohol and or both, then
Oh.
you can't.
Oh, okay.
How about hookers?
That's fair.
Yeah, but they're not allowed to be over 200 pounds. But if they're over 300 pounds, you don't get to tell them what to do, so they're allowed to do what they want, I guess.
You're part of the club.
How upset would you be if you ordered a hooker in and it showed up and she's over 300 pounds?
Well,
If you want one that me and you saw in the bar in Ireland, then I'd be okay. You know which one I'm talking about. The one you get
Birthday.
on the lollipop there.
Yeah, the birthday. That's sometimes it's okay. Sometimes it's okay.
Yeah, that girl had like, she was like a hot giant. It was incredible.
Yeah, I'm quite sure she was bigger than either of us, possibly both of us put together.
wow.
Yeah, and she was looking at it, sucking a lollipop very intensely. You know what I mean? Like I don't know what that meant, but I was intimidated.
I was fucking getting ready to say, like, look, we can do this. Just don't make fucking eye contact with me, man.
So speaking of big women, I was watching.
It's like this, like literally like this, like real. 100% those are real.
It's impossible to give that chick the Heimlich maneuver. Like, if she starts choking, just fucking push it in a little deeper.
No, big people like that, you got to lay them down on the ground on their back, and you put your foot into their sternum.
Yeah, exactly.
If you, people you can't reach around, that's how you do it.
8 o'clock this time.
That's very romantic, Roy.
And then if it's people you don't like, you just like drag them out to the alley and forget about it.
Oh, I used to go shoot a lot of pistol matches at this place down in Valdosta, and there's a bunch of these old guys there, and I told them, I said, hey, if one of y'all strokes out and hits the ground here, if you're expecting me to do the fucking CPR on you mouth to mouth, you're fucked. Might as well call the damn hearse to come get you.
What, you do like IPSC competitions or something?
Yeah, I used to a lot. Yeah.
IPSC? You did IPSC?
Yeah.
You got your black badge?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't have any kind of badges. I was just a member of USPSA.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'd like to get out and
fuck.
practice more, but around here in Canada, it's like you can't go use your firearms anymore.
Yes.
Like you're not allowed. Like you're just not allowed to go do it because the government doesn't like it.
Yeah, it sucks to live in a totalitarian state.
Well, yeah, when I lived in Alberta, man, I mean, like just 5 minutes down the road, I could go to the gravel pit or to the range and just go plinking with whatever firearm I wanted because the range was, you know, they had a 300-yard range. They had, you know, a shorter one and then like a 20-yard range for small arms. And it was great. But in Ontario, you come here and it's like, oh my God, firearms are so taboo. I wish I could go and practice more.
Yeah,
I miss it. It was fun.
Yeah.
it's so goddamn expensive now. I hand load my own ammo, pistol ammo especially.
Oh yeah.
And it's all the components, everything it takes, the primers, the powders. A lot of primers are just
the components. Everything's getting more expensive.
Oh my God.
Ammo's getting more expensive.
Oh dude.
Crazy.
It's insane. Yeah.
And in Canada, a lot of it's hard to find now. They're just not selling it. You go to a gun shop and you can't even find the firearms that you wanted to buy 2 years ago because they don't sell them anymore or they're out of stock. And or like one shotgun I picked up that I wanted to buy like 10 years ago. I finally found it, but it was almost twice as much as it was back then.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's insane. I mean, I used to be able to load. Now this has been like 20 years ago, 15, 20 years ago. I used to be able to load. Now this is just a cheap lead bullet for just target shooting. It's not any kind of, just
wad cutter.
Cheapest bullet you could shoot. And I used to be able to load 45 ACP ammo for about 10 cents a round. Now that's
pretty good.
That was great. I mean, compared to now, holy shit. The primer costs that much now.
Wow.
Just
brutal.
the primer costs fucking 10 cents now. And they used to be 3.5 cents.
Yeah, 45 is what I prefer as well.
I shot one a lot in competition. I shot a 1911 until I wore the barrel bushing out on it.
I got a Glock 21.
Yeah.
I prefer them 7.62s myself.
I got
7.62. My God.
So I'm trying to get the job done,
You want a rifle?
I got a few
300 Win Mag for everything.
A pistol is only to get to your rifle. That's the only purpose of a pistol is to get you to your rifle.
In combat, yes, you're in combat, you're right. But in the everyday world, while civilization still exists, it's hard to carry a 308 around on your shoulder everywhere. But I can tote a pistol
All
in
you
my
need
pocket.
is a fishing rod where you're from. Just
In
carry
Canada, you're not allowed to do any of that.
Fishing rod, and then you can carry your fucking rifle. Now you're just doing it for humane purposes,
I mean, you could. I mean, where I live, I could open carry a fucking rifle virtually everywhere I go.
I mean, I don't understand why you don't just act like a man and do so.
What do you think I'd be open carrying?
Because it's fucking stupid. Why would you do that?
Because
Yeah,
you're
we
fucking
can't.
stupid according to your trivia scores.
Yeah, we can't open carry or concealed carry in Canada unless you're like a cop or a soldier or a trapper or something.
Yeah, unless you work for the criminal thug gang of murdering thieves known
In
as devon.
Canada, like if somebody breaks into your home and you happen to shoot them, the first thing the cops are going to ask is, why the fuck was your gun not in the cabinet lock
Yeah.
with trigger lock and stuff? Like, why was your gun out?
It
That's
doesn't
co-
even matter. Even if it is locked in its cabinet with your fucking ammunition locked in another cabinet, you hear them break into your house. You're not allowed to quietly go in, unlock one cabinet, then go unlock the other cabinet, put those two items together, and then shoot the motherfucker. You're not allowed to do it.
Well,
Dude,
you will be,
100%
you will,
can.
you
All
will go
need
to
do-
jail. Yeah, you go to
listen,
jail for
100%, all
killing
you need
that
to do is
guy
have a
that
backup
broke
gun.
into your house. In Canada, you will be prosecuted for defending your household.
Unless the person or people broke in your house also had a firearm. You're allowed to use whatever force you're being attacked with.
And
They're
there's,
coming
oh,
to
I
your house
understand
with
that.
guns.
Oh, that's a different one. That's a
Well,
different.
that just
If
makes
they're
sense
coming into
then
your
that,
house with guns, you can use
Yeah,
a
because
gun to
that
defend
would
yourself.
be escalation. Yes,
Yeah.
escalation.
right. If
of
anybody
force,
ever
which
breaks
I-
into your house, you just make sure that both weapons have his fingerprints on it and that
Yeah.
you had to take one from him. That's,
Exactly. Yeah.
pretty well the only way to do it. Either way. Before Devon will be joining us in a bit. Did anybody actually watch his match for the weekend?
Oh God, yeah, live.
Yeah, of course I
It
did.
was a dry bumming. It was
Okay.
a nice dry bumming.
So we'll go through the whole kick of the table card. B, did you watch the whole thing?
Yeah, we watched it at the clubhouse there.
And what did you think of the matches?
Exactly what I thought would happen with every single match happened. I know Ingen is too much of a proud, crazy Turkish bastard to come back and take a loss, you know? So I'm like, he's for sure gonna beat Ray. You know what I mean? Fucking Devon in the fucking jailer. We know who was gonna win that. And then between Corey West and Morozov, like, love Corey. In North America, your left is pretty good, but in Europe, these guys are getting fucking dummied. Like, unless you're Devon, and a Devon, Jerry, you know, Dave lately's getting slapped up, but like, there's not too many guys in North America that can fucking compete in the super heavyweight category in Europe, you know?
What
So,
about
like,
Jerry?
I knew Corey was gonna get blasted. I knew Ray was gonna get blasted, and I knew Dave was gonna get blasted. So
Yeah, he said Jerry. He mentioned Jerry.
no, but like I said though, there's a thing where styles make matchups, and
Yeah.
Devin just knows where to cut Jerry off. He just cuts him off at his ankles, and he can't run no more. You know, he can't do nothing. So, I mean, if the match happens, you know, then I'll watch it. But like, I think it'll just be another dry bumming.
It's kind of interesting that they kept saying in the lead up to the Devon Dave match, they're like, this is for the King of North America. Meanwhile, oh, by the way, Jerry Cataretta's over here as the super heavyweight champion of East versus West.
Yeah, but he's also lost every fucking match he's had to Devon, Dave, and Michael Todd.
I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying right now, who's the champion?
When you're
I would
talking,
love,
he might be the East versus West
I would
champion.
love to see Michael Todd call out Jerry, and for the first win that Michael Todd gets in a fortnight, he fucking gets a W on Jerry.
I don't think he would beat Jerry anymore. Like,
I'm not saying he would. I'm saying I would like to see it. It would be fun.
It would be funny if he comes back and just smacks Jerry.
You know?
But
that's a hell of a fight. I'd like to watch that match anyways. But Dave and Jerry is something I would be interested in seeing. Is Dave's strength enough whenever he has his hand fully in control to come through Jerry? Because Dave has always went right through Jerry every time.
Well, Jerry's pulling Hermes, right?
Supposed to be in. Hermes said something about him pulling out and being a pussy, and he's never going to get another chance if he doesn't show up. I don't know.
Well, if Hermes actually does pull out of that match, then Jerry should pull somebody.
I think that's gonna be a good match. Before the Levon match, I really thought Jerry. I think Jerry's just is a bad matchup for Hermes. However,
you know what match I want to see, just personally? I want to see Morozov versus Kurdecha.
Right or left?
Right-handed.
I think Morozov wins that.
It'd be interesting to see.
Yeah, it would be.
I mean, I would definitely have Morozov left-handed, but
we
haven't seen much of Alex lately. So
I've seen Alex in person, okay? This motherfucker is a beast.
Yeah, he's a
Right, fucking enormous.
When you're standing like beside him,
he's a
like,
fucking
the
giant.
guy makes me look like a fucking baby. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That guy's a fucking beast, and I've seen him on his game. We've seen him smash Hermes. We've seen him like have a bit of ups and downs, but I still think he's definitely way up there. You know what I mean? Like, I think it'd be a good match. I think Kardashian and Morzov would just be a good match.
I think,
like, the winner of that could take on like a Vitaly or something.
yeah, I think that Morozov will be the next man. Whenever it's not Levon anymore, for whatever reason, I'm not saying necessarily he's going to be the one that beats him. Maybe Hermes comes back and beats him, and then he comes and beats Hermes. But I think Morozov is going to be the man. He's going to have a run like Levon has had. He's a fucking monster. I mean, that dude is just.
Surprised how he. Well, I was surprised.
and
that
he's still
Corey's
like
not-
a young
He's-
dude.
I was
he's
surprised that
25.
Corey's not-
fucking-
Corey had nothing that day.
His hand, he just totally took every bit of Corey's hand and just took all his power off the fucking road. I mean, like
I'm
Corey,
going to say that I've got to think that there was a preparation issue on Corey's end. Corey's a good dude. He'd never make excuses, but I just can't see Morozov making a jump that far past in that time period.
Well, like when I looked at the Morozov versus Cody Merritt, I watched that match, right? Like, obviously, like Morozov beat him, but like Cody had like a little something for him. You know what I mean?
yeah, he got a bite on him.
He was able to get a bite a couple times. Like, he was able to get this weird position. You know what I mean? And then like when you looked at Corey and Cody, Corey fucking destroyed him. You know, so I thought maybe Corey left-handed would like. I thought there was a slight chance that he might have something from Morozov, like somewhere, but no. Like, once you seen that first, just oof, to the pad, I was just like, yeah, dry bombing, another dry bombing. That's a good, you know.
Yeah, that was a rough one. But so Dave and Devon, that's actually how you thought it was going to go?
Yeah, me too. That's how I thought it would go, pretty much.
After seeing Dave's last match, I thought
What?
either Dave is just on a come down, or like something's fallen off with him, like maybe like a Michael Todd, like I said, something's going on somewhere with him injury wise, or maybe it's just not like, I think he's maybe fading off from that elite category. Like, I knew for sure Devon was going to win, but how he won, yeah, I mean, like, I'm not surprised. Like, I'm not surprised. Like,
Well,
Dave, I
the
thought
first-
might have given him like some fight in round one, but
That's what I was expecting. I thought maybe
When I
one,
s-
maybe
he came
one
out
at
yelling,
first,
his
but
neck
the
was
first.
already sweating. So I was like, oh, there goes half his fucking tank.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was pretty sure Devon
Like-
was going to win, but I didn't think he was going to be able to stand up and fucking shoulder up in round one.
Yeah,
No, I know. And round
He-
one was like
he
3
won.
matches, like with 3 rounds. It was 3 rounds. They had to restart 3
Yeah,
times.
but Devon was the stronger guy in the first round of round
Yeah.
one.
Yeah,
Oh,
right
yeah.
away. Yeah, and you could see it in his face too.
If
Oh,
you look at the last
He knew.
Dave and Devon match compared to the match that we just seen, we clearly seen who the better guy is. You know what I mean? We're seeing like a Devon 2.0. Like I said, we're seeing a bigger frame Devon coming to the table, you know, and especially like if he
yes.
if
like he
wants to pull heavies, he can pull heavies, but like, you know him, he's got a bit of an ego. Like, he wants to he wants to test the best. He wants to go to his limit. You know, win or lose, I don't think he gives a fuck. As long as he gets to go all out, he's fucking happy with it. So
Well, here's the problem with Devon putting on this weight and being this bigger, stronger Devon. If he's not planning on running at Levon, he's still got to run back down to that weight class to defend that title, unless he's going to give that up.
Yeah.
So you keep getting this bigger, stronger medium. It's going to get harder and harder. So you got to shit or get off the pot at some point. Like, either go big, stay big, or be ready to make a weight class.
I think he's going to listen to his body, and I think he's going to do. I mean, there's good matches for him at super heavyweight and heavyweight. Probably more at super heavyweight, honestly.
Oh, Devon doesn't listen to shit.
his body right now is just listening to nothing but hardcore death metal. Like, that's all his body is literally listening to right now.
Cannibal Corpse.
Straight up, like
Malevolent creation.
Fucking goblins.
I just think he's going to be the gatekeeper no matter what to anybody great. You know what I mean? Like if you're going to be one of the greats, you're going to have a match with them.
All right, dude. I got a problem with that. Like, that's a hell of a fucking high bar to fucking set as a gatekeeper.
Who else?
I mean, even to the greats, like, fuck.
Like, who else is?
I think he's a little too high to be a gatekeeper. I mean, I think he arguably.
No, like if you can beat him, then you're on like a certain plateau to a different level. If you can't
Oh,
beat
you're saying
them,
like that's the guy that like you got to get that win there if you want your name staying forever.
If you want that grandmaster, fucking, you know what I mean? Because he's still competing. He's not like John Brzezinski, you know what I mean? Like he's still like we're still going to see years of high level fucking
Blah, blah, blah.
Oh, John blah blah. Sorry.
Blah blah blah. Yeah.
I don't see Devin. I don't see Devin trying to lose weight until he has some resolution. He's going to have this dentist match. He don't want to be going down and then having to come back up.
Is that Dennis match happening?
Oh well, I guess we could ask him that
We
tonight.
can ask him when he hops in here.
I suppose I had a bunch of other shit I wanted to like really poke at him and just like start throwing shit at him until something sticks and he gets angry with me.
I think you could argue that Devin. You could argue that he has a chance to beat anybody except maybe Levon. I think he's still got some remote chance at that now.
Sure, but I'm never going to say that while he's here.
Okay, here's my 100% argument with that. Unless the Levon that faced Devin and the Levon that faced Hermes, maybe that Levon was like he was in the middle of a movie doing some other shit, and when he faced Devin, I think he was more like arm wrestling was his focus at the time. But judging with the Hermes match, he's not this Mount Everest anymore. He's something that like if you can find a spot, you might be able to stick. And if he doesn't get injured, you know what I mean? He might fucking step back up to that plate. He might take another swing, you know?
Oh yeah. I don't doubt that. I agree 100%. I think he became human and he became. Oh, it's possible. It's possible.
Somebody else has climbed Everest. Well, they might not have made it over the top, but motherfucker, they got to see that peak. That's climbable. It's doable. Yeah, I don't think that's the case. I don't think Levon was just subpar for Hermes. I think, my honest opinion, I think Devin's arm tearing made the night and day difference. It's always possible that Levon made the adjustment between round 1 and 2 and then just had the ability to fucking drive through him and he tore Devin's shit apart. Or there's the freak accident.
Yeah.
But we'll never know how that match would have played out if Devin's arm wouldn't have torn.
I think it could have been interesting.
If there is a round 2 in that match, a second, you know, a duo, and Devin gets the W, I don't want to see him cover up that tattoo on his bicep or something cooler. You know what I mean?
Like just like a giant bearded clam.
You know what I mean?
Just a giant bearded clam right on the bicep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. But didn't Levon like fuck up his wrist?
Yeah. Yeah, he
So
was
he's
trying to do curls, really heavy curls with supposedly he's lost weight since Hermes, like he's trying to trim down a little bit, which is probably a good idea.
Yeah, he's 415 pounds now, not 420. That dude loses 60 pounds in his off season. Right?
He probably loses 60 pounds when he takes a shit.
So does your mom.
Oh boy.
Fuck, that's a little early to start with that, but it's happening. I don't know. I think Devin could possibly get up there and do that again. Now, we could say all of the nice things that we have to say about Devin now, because it's absolutely forbidden once he gets here. It's shitting on Devin only when he's here.
Oh,
I get it. If you gotta, go take a break, you can't be part of this. I mean, I can remove you if you need. You let me know what you need, buddy.
I'm gonna go up a cigarette.
Smoke break. I gotta go. But
so
yeah,
I might have to go fill up my water bottle.
I'm gonna have to give Devin a whole blast of shit on a fucking variety of topics tonight.
Well, a lot of ammo got taken away by the fact that he smashed Dave the way he did. Imagine if Dave would have smashed him like that. Then you.
Oh my God, tonight would have been so fun if that would have happened. I mean, it would have been heartbreaking on Saturday, but fuck, would tonight be fun if that happened?
I'll go fill my water bottle right now. I'll be back in a minute.
Let me ask you this, Beer Man. Were you surprised round one that Devin was able to just fuck him off right in the center of the table and laugh at him?
Devin jerked off who?
I said that he was just able to fuck him off right there at the center table and just hold him and laugh.
What, to Dave?
Yeah, were you surprised Devin did
I actually
that?
didn't even see the match, but you're saying that Devin sucked off Dave in round one.
Man, you saw the match. Don't bullshit.
I promise you, I have not seen the match.
Oh, so when we were chatting back and forth while it was going on, you were just like faking it?
I was actually doing dishes. I was going to do a live commentary for the event, but by the time I got home, I thought it started at 2 and it started at 1. I walked to the door and Devin was being called out to the table already. I'm like, what the fuck? By the time I actually get the pay-per-view sorted out, and clearly my internet's fucked, there's no point in starting to do any of it. And I just didn't want to pay $20 to watch the last 2 rounds of the Devin match.
Don't you have a wife?
Yeah.
What the hell were you doing to washing dishes?
Keeping her. Don't you have a wife?
No.
Well, see, don't fucking talk to me about relationship advice, you motherfucker. So I didn't actually watch the match, and I won't admit this very often, but I literally listened to the match via fucking Ryan Bowen's commentary.
Oh,
Because the only other fucking live going was fucking Pradeep. And man, I can't listen to that dipshit even worse.
no, I can't listen to him.
I gotta piss like a motherfucker.
Every time I hear his voice, I feel like he's going to try to sell me.
How was Ryan's live commentary? How much was he sucking Devin off? Like on an extreme level? Or?
Yeah, I was doing dishes. I wasn't actually even watching.
Yeah, but were you listening though? You said.
I mean, a little bit. I knew that, like, I would just hear whatever he yelled. Oh my God, Devin is so fucking strong. Right around once this is over. And then I was like, if Devin's that much stronger than Chafee, like, Gennady is a guy that'll fight forever. But Chafee, once he knows he's not strong enough, he's fucking beat.
Yeah.
So once I heard that Devin just fucked him right off in round 1,
Yeah.
I wasn't even listening.
Yeah,
That's pretty much what happened. I mean, it was, yeah, after the 2 seconds after the go on round 1, you knew the match was over. Because
Devin made it the most entertaining match of the evening because I think he actually had a little bit of fun with Dave. Where where Engen and Morozov fucking just blasted them out of there. Just blast.
Morozov worked with him a little bit in the last round or 2. He kind of let it just for a couple of seconds, but yeah.
Yeah, I said they go blast.
Yeah. Well, that's Engen. I mean, Engen's like, he doesn't care. He's not concerned about how the viewer enjoys the match. He's just wanting to win. You know.
I was happy to see Engen compete again and win.
Well,
here's the problem. Engen's a crazy asshole.
Keep going. It'd be interesting to see who his next setup is.
Yeah, is he gonna? How good is he really? I mean, what shape's his body really in? I don't know how bad he hurt his chest or whatever, but you think he would go for a competitive match against some? I don't know who that. I don't know what weight he's going to settle at.
For who's this?
Engen. I don't know if he's going to go like 176.
Well, here's my thing about it. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck that crazy asshole. Him and his fucking caterpillars crawling around on his goddamn face. Fuck that guy. I can't wait till Devin gets on here and I really make fun of Engen, and Devin's going to have to try to convince me not to.
Yeah, that's always fun.
I don't think he's allowed to be on a show that makes fun of Engen. But if I can get him to say one mean thing about Engen, I'm telling you, I'm cutting it, I'm clipping it, and I'm having everybody send it to Engen.
Oh, shit.
Just because I want to see Devin's reaction to Engen threatening to fucking do him in.
He's already gone through that.
Devon thought I overreacted to what Ingen said to me.
Really?
I'm like, fuck. How do you overreact to that?
You overreact to a threat of bodily dismemberment and murder. I mean,
making fun of you. Now, apparently, though,
you should just.
if I make fun of your country, your culture, your religion, and may or may not have said something about his mother.
Allegedly.
Anyone, yeah, may or may not. That's allegedly. Any one of those things is far worse than what he did.
According to who?
Them.
Yeah.
Nah.
Anybody
Whatever.
there. That's how they see it. They would rather have their ears cut off and their neck broken than have somebody make fun of their country or religion. You're
Well,
like, fuck. That fucking Rudy Poo candy ass sitting in our fucking parliament right now. It's pretty hard to be a proud patriot with this fucking dipshit running things. Some fucking high school drama teacher that got fired for touching fucking kids running our country, and we're supposed to be proud of it. Fuck that guy.
yeah.
No, thank you. Trudeau must go.
Whoever comes along next will just be worse. That's how it always goes.
Not always.
Yeah.
Not always. Sometimes you get that little blip on that down, like mostly this way, but sometimes you get that. You know, you get a little wiggle there.
We get the next Joe Biden. They bring in like Alzheimer's Jean Chrétien and have him start chirping off again there.
Man, I'm not sure who should be more embarrassed, Roy or us.
I don't associate myself with any part of these criminals here, so I'm not embarrassed by this fucking demented pedophile
over here. But like pedo Joe has got to go like ASAP. Like that guy.
You think Biden's worse than Trudeau?
Like, he's a fucking catastrophe. That guy is a meme. Like, anyone who's in the meme game, he's a golden. Like all you gotta do is meme Joe Biden, and you're gonna get views. It's easy money. It's like putting Devon's name on an arm wrestling video, you know. But like Joe Biden.
Man, I don't know who's worse, Biden or Trudeau. Like I really don't.
For sure, Biden.
Did you see that fucking video of Biden fucking standing there talking about we kind of started without you, and I sold a lot of the state secrets, and anyways, what the fuck?
I think if
Poor
anything,
guy.
what people should be able to figure out, even though they can't because they're hypnotized by all this black magic bullshit, is it's totally irrelevant who the fucking president is. I mean, they're just fucking actors they put on TV. They don't make any substantial decisions, you know.
I don't know.
No, see, Joe Biden shoots fucking bullet holes through that fucking theory, Roy. There is no fucking way that fucking puppet masters would put such a senile old cunt in front of the cameras.
Yeah,
because he can't even read a fucking teleprompter.
they did. They're waving their dicks in our faces. They're like, "Ha, y'all are so fucking stupid. Y'all will buy this bullshit." I mean, that's just a fucking joke.
Let's see if we can make people hate Trump so much we can get this dude smelling kids on camera nonstop and still win.
Yeah, it's a joke. It's
Like
like
the old man fell down the fucking or fell up the stairs to an airplane and shit his pants while talking to the Pope. Shit his fucking pants while talking to the Pope.
Oh man! He tried to compare him to like an African American baseball player, the Pope. He's like,
Oh my God.
What's this guy talking about?
I know the president just doesn't have the nuclear codes, but motherfucker, that guy's got the nuclear codes. What the fuck is going on in this world? This is just some fucking weird shit.
Everybody knows like Biden's just like a corpse with anyone, you know, a whole team of people to stick their hand up his ass and chirp whatever fucking brain cells to mouth come out. But I don't think people tell Trump what to do. I think fucking I don't know.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
Too many people that really tell him, you know, which way to do things. You know?
Yeah, look, nobody nobody who is a legitimate threat to that system will ever be allowed to be in a position to become president. Nobody who's any kind of threat to it whatsoever. So Trump is just as much of a fucking pussy and a puppet as anybody else.
Well,
he just plays a different role on TV.
Do you?
I don't
think
really
that
like getting
Russia-
political because it's fucking stupid.
That is.
And it's like almost guaranteed to get your fucking show shut down. But if we're doing it, we're doing it. Fuck it, I don't care. It's been a good run, whatever. Fuck it. I can get drunk without the internet.
Yeah.
Trump could either be one who some of the people believe he is the one man that's actually trying to clean the swamps and fucking does all these things. Now, was or was not America a better place to be when he was in? Yes or no?
No.
No? You didn't have a
No.
better economy? Fuck, Canada was better to be in when Trump was in.
They don't have, the presidents don't have shit to do with the economy. They don't. People give them credit and blame for that, and they don't. It's the goddamn it's the monetary system. They control that shit.
Because Roy Baker passed a fucking bar, so he was able to fucking read paperwork over. He's probably the best fucking guy in the world to fucking judge this. Look, maybe you're right, maybe you're not. Either way, you're fucking stupid. Trivia night proved it. So either Trump is actually what some people think he is,
No.
or he's just the right hand of the same fucking puppet.
Yes.
But
Yes.
if things were getting better, and go ahead and look up the numbers if you'd like, how many fucking like child rings were taken down while Trump was in versus any other fucking presidency. You know, that number alone would be enough for me to vote for him, even if he is the right hand of the puppet. Still, as long as fucking child rings numbers are going down, I'm pretty fucking happy with it.
The only ones the government's fucked with is the ones that no longer participate with them. Like they eliminate their competition. It's like all the drug trafficking. I mean, the government's the biggest trafficker of all the drugs. So the only people they fuck with are the ones that are competing with them.
Well, I thought the pharmacy was.
Same thing. I mean,
Well,
cocaine.
don't they own the government?
Which do you prefer, cocaine or OxyContin?
I mean, personally, is that a me question?
Yeah, which do you like better?
Well, not OxyContin.
So
I tried sniffing coke once, but the ice cubes wouldn't get up the straw and the bubbles all tickled my nose. So I didn't see what was so fancy about it. But OxyContin, motherfucker, that shit'll make you puke in a fucking quick minute. I'll tell you what. I'm not a big fan of the opiates. Painkillers don't actually kill pain. They just get you so fucking high you don't care you're in pain. You're still in pain. You just don't care as much. Because you're too busy worried about fucking puking your fucking guts out. It's bullshit.
Yeah, I don't like opiates.
Crazy Uncle Jim prefers both, he says.
Well, yeah, you got to get enough up to manage going too far down. And if you go too far down, you got to be able to come back up. Now, I don't know if you're going to believe this or not, because I don't know if I believe this or not. But I got a buddy that had both a cocaine and a heroin problem.
Oh, speedball.
And he went too deep down the veins there the one time, and he started fucking flopping back. He was all fucked up, and his buddy was looking at him like, I don't know what to fucking do. Like, let's make him sniff this while he's fucking convulsing. And it brought him back up.
Yeah.
Now his heart's going 3,000 miles an hour because the guy just kept feeding him cocaine while he was fucking overdosing on heroin. But he snaps back up, and then he's all freaking the fuck out. So it's like, fuck, quick, here, take another shot of this, man. Right back into flopping out.
That's like a substitute.
Up and down.
That's a substitute for the fucking adrenaline needle in Pulp Fiction when he's fixing that.
Right. Look, like I said, I don't know if the story's true. I generally don't believe anything that guy says in the beginning, but this story happens to be funny enough that I'd like to repeat. Does anybody know if that's possible?
What you just described about bringing somebody back?
Yeah, can you use cocaine to fix a heroin overdose and then heroin to bring you down from a
Yes.
cocaine high?
I would think so. I mean,
Or you
yeah.
just like die twice at the same time? Like, there's no coming back now. You just died both ways. That's it. You're fucked.
One of them is a hell of a stimulant, and one of them is a hell of a tranquilizer. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's kind of like the opposite. It's the yin and the yang.
I don't think that's a tranquilizer.
Heroin,
Yeah.
it's a downer. I mean, it's a
Right. Well, there's a difference between a tranquilizer and a downer.
Well, I
you
mean,
want to start talking tranquilizer, it's like you take a big old fucking line of ketamine while you're in a heroin overdose, and fucking you ain't going nowhere.
it's a
Take a big old line
depressant.
of ketamine while you're all fucked up on cocaine, and you think it's more cocaine. You're like, fuck yeah, that's a big lot of cocaine. I'm gonna take that, and then you wake up tomorrow. Tranquilizers are not the same thing.
Well, it's a depressant, not a stimulant. I guess maybe is a better term.
Maybe
one's
I
up
don't
and
know
one's
anything about
down.
this stuff.
One's up and one's down, right?
Maybe. Look, I don't know anything about drugs. I've never done them. Like ketamine, that'll fuck you up, like in a real bad way.
I just heard. Did I hear a thunderbolt outside your house?
It's quite
Possibly.
possible. We've had storms going on like fucking
Yeah.
crazy. Cody T, have I ever heard of marshmallow paste? No, but you're that weirdo that was asking all those weird questions for months, right? Like, I don't answer any of your questions. Sweet. So somebody was in the chat that was saying something earlier that I did want to address, and I don't remember what it was. Oh shit, I missed a fucking super chat. You guys are all fucking me up tonight. Okay, what's this super chat? Pipe fitting. Getting her done. Is there a set venue location in Ottawa for Armed God September 30th? Yes. Thanks for the question. And I know people are talking something about me and Ingen going face to face. I don't know. Marcus said something about us going to fucking Turkey, and no, I am not going to Turkey, Marcus. That's I don't want to go to Turkey. I don't want to do it.
Can you beat Ray?
Can I beat Ray? Is that what you just asked?
I did.
I would fucking smoke Ray.
Oh, okay.
I'd grind him into fucking dust, roll him up into a fucking paper, and smoke that little prick.
Yeah.
No problem. But I would arm wrestle Ingen, no problem. I would fight Ingen to an ear-nicking, neck-breaking match.
Now watch out for
Not
the
in Turkey, surrounded by his goons. I just want a fair set of rules, that's all.
No eating ears.
You couldn't beat him. No way.
At what?
Arm wrestling. Right hand.
Says who?
You, me, I say it. You know what? You could beat him.
Well, that's your opinion, and you're entitled to be fucking dumb as shit for the rest of your life all you want. But I could definitely beat Ingen. Look,
What, man? He top rolled the shit out of you.
Ingen ain't doing shit, the little prick. Look, I'm getting all fired up and drunk and shit here. Roy Baker, listen to me. If I went to the table and that ref said go in round one, and Ingen did just, I'm going to tell you right now, I missed the go. I wasn't ready for it. That's why he flashed me in round one. But I'm going to get so mad at the referees for allowing that travesty to happen. I'm going to reach across the table and smack that little angry prick so fucking hard that munchkin's eyebrows will separate into two.
Well, that would be the end of the match.
And then whenever we finally get sorted back out to do round two,
It wouldn't
I
happen.
guarantee you he's not so goddamn fast. Look, we're doing it in Ireland, right?
He's not coming there for your bullshit.
Well, then I guess we're never going to see the match because Ingen's too much of a pussy.
Yeah, he'd flash you. He beat you like he beat Coach Ray. Sorry. He's a
Yeah,
world
maybe in round one because I missed the go. You're not listening. Now I'm mad at the referees and I got to smack the piss out of Ingen for it.
You think you
I'm
could
telling
beat? You think you could beat Coach Ray?
You are one of these away from not being so good in the next round. I'll tell you what.
You think you could beat Coach Ray? Right-handed?
Absolutely.
Fuck no.
Absolutely. Look, I have arm wrestled against people that I've seen arm wrestle with him. Like, Coach Ray's good, but I mean, fuck. You are really punching out of your weight class if Coach Ray wants to take his fucking little dwarf ass up here.
What is he, about 200 pounds? A little under?
He's fucking 5'2".
He's like 5'6" or 7, isn't he?
He's like 175 pounds.
He said he was 88 kilos before the match.
Right. I said I have a 12-inch dick. We don't all tell the truth all the time.
I mean, he's not lying. Why the fuck would he lie?
Why do I?
Because you're a beer man. And he's
Ray.
Yeah, he's Coach Ray.
Whatever. Marcus, fucking giving away all the gifts. Jeez.
What's all those
Not Marcus.
green
He's
people? What are all those green people there?
I don't know, but I've got a problem with Marcus. And I'd like to ask the chat if I'm like stepping out of pocket here to act the way I feel like acting.
Go for it.
I don't feel that Marcus treats me very well. And I think that motherfucker needs to do a better job. I only asked one thing. I'm going all the way over to Wales, right? Just to be at this event because everybody else over there is a fucking piece of shit and they can't have a good event without having me there in person. I get it. But I only asked for one fucking thing. A hat. I want an Arm Gods hat. A nice fucking Arm Gods hat. You know what he told me? Fuck you. Not happening.
You mean like a baseball cap type?
Yeah, I want a fucking hat. I got a bald head. I don't want a fucking sunburn when I'm over there in fucking Wales.
What if he got you a really cool toupee?
What if he got you a shut up, Roy? So, all I asked for was a hat, right? That's it. I don't think that's too much to ask for. He told me to get fucked. Do you know what I'm going to do? I land in London. I'm going to call up Neil Pickup. And I'm going to buy an Arm Wars hat. And I'm going to wear that motherfucker to the Arm Gods event because Marcus won't get me a motherfucking hat.
Do it. Do it.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
Yes, Wales isn't extremely known for sunburns and blah, 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 blah. But this fucking shiny old dome of mine don't see too much sunlight. Because I would normally wear a hat. But Marcus won't get me a hat. So I'm wearing a fucking Arm Wars hat at Arm Gods. That's what's going to happen if I don't have a hat.
Hey, have you ever thought about tattooing your skull like Bam Bam Bigelow?
Yeah, but I can't go put flames on my skull and shit because I never ran through a burning fucking building to save children like he did.
Well, he had that before he did that.
No, he didn't. That's why he got those.
He did that after he was retired from wrestling, I thought. The saving the kids.
Nope. That's why the whole flame tattoo and the flame suit was a thing.
I didn't realize that. I thought it was after he was retired.
No. Nope. Fuck.
Anyway.
He retired when he couldn't walk anymore. Which was like, by the time he was 23.
You know, he's one of the greatest big men ever. He was incredible in the ring. He really was. He should have gone.
I mean, we can go ahead and disagree.
I mean, a guy that size doing cartwheels and shit. I mean,
oh yeah, when he was running around trying to get away from King Kong Bundy and Andre the Giant doing fucking his little barrel rolls, trying to get the fuck away. Fucking, you're 450 pounds acting like a fucking pussy. Yeah, that's a real good big man. Now later doing those fucking moonsaults.
Who was that guy from Animal House who could, he was a heroin addict and he died early. What was his fucking name? And he could do these round off back handsprings.
Belushi, John Belushi.
John Belushi. He was a short, squat guy, but he was so crazy athletic and a heroin addict. But the guy would do these round off and then when somebody does those multiple back handsprings right across the stage, he could do that. And anyway, I don't know.
Impressive.
It just freaks me out how somebody so fucked up could do something so impressive.
Belushi wasn't that big of a dude.
Yeah, but he was short and fat. I mean,
he wasn't that big.
He was short and squat, but the fact that he could do that, it just defied what you look at him, you don't think he could do fuck. But kind
of the same way with Chris Farley. He was very physically talented as a comedian.
Chris Farley was pretty
Farley,
good.
yeah,
Kevin James,
he was funny.
that dude's fucking actually strong. So, you ever watch the movie Here Comes the Boom?
Yeah.
No, I know what it is with Kevin James
Yes.
playing a MMA fighter.
Well, he's like this high school teacher that
It was a touching family
wrestled
movie.
in college or whatever, and he needed money to save the fucking school, and he finally gave a shit about the kids again. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, real.
And he decided getting beat up was worth getting some pussy from the school nurse. And
Oh,
look, if that was my school nurse, getting beat up doesn't seem that bad either. I get it, but whenever they were doing the filming, one of the final scenes, Christoph Szynski, I don't know if you know who he was. He was
Yeah.
a fighter alumni. He fought the UFC for a few years.
Yeah.
One of the final scenes, Szynski goes for either a triangle or an armbar, and Kevin James has to like pick him up and slam out of it, right? And they bring in the cable machines and the hoists and everything to do all their CGI bullshit, to make sure that everybody's safe. But while they're setting all this shit up to do that scene, they get into position, and Kevin just picks him up, sets him down, picks him up, sets him down. He does it like 3 or 4 times in a fucking row. And then he stops and looks at the rest of the crew, and Cass is like, look, before they hook up the cable machines to do the scene, I just want you guys to know that I can actually do this. It's not just a cable machine.
that's pretty cool.
Was it like a Rampage Jackson Ricardo Arona? Like he was on standing over the top of him and he picked him up like Rampage slammed him?
Yeah, I mean, slight difference. Because Szynski was letting him do it.
Right.
He's not trying to finish the move, and he's letting him pick him up, but he's able to pick him up from that extended position with the weight that far out.
It was an attempt at a triangle armbar from the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But still, to pick up a 220, 230 pound man that's trying to do that, that's fucking some impressive shit.
Yeah, that's strong.
Okay.
But either way,
Chris Farley was like a ninja, right? Like,
yeah, the great white
some
ninja.
Some say it is so.
Beverly Hills Ninja.
I'm saying is so. So I actually had a similar thing. What was it that you had said before that about Belushi?
Yeah, that
I
he
don't give
could
a
do
fuck.
those.
Fuck Belushi. I don't care. I ran into this dude one day at arm wrestling, and he's like a big dude, and I like testing people's mettle when I meet them, kind of thing, right? I like playing pokey chess to see what's up. I want to know what kind of people I'm dealing with anytime I meet people that are new, right? I got to know, like, how am I supposed to trust a guy that doesn't have a spine? So I poke sometimes at people, and I met this dude. He was a really big dude, like fucking 6'4", 350, like a big motherfucker. And he's talking about doing these like tornado roundhouse kicks, and I call this bluff. Like, you are so full of fucking shit. There is zero fucking chance you could do any of this shit. Why you just fucking running your mouth like that? And he looks at me, he's like, you don't think I can do it? Motherfucker, I know you can't do it. Like, it's just no fucking way. He's like, all right. I'm wearing socks. This is a hardwood floor. It's a little slippy. I'll do a full 180. But when you're doing a full 180, right? Because you're leaving off your front foot, even though you'll land with your back foot still back, it's only a 180 because you're leaving off your front foot, right?
Yeah, you're only changing 180. So
Right, because you're already
your
there.
right will become
So
your left
you got to actually come all the way around.
if you want to have any real power.
So the big motherfucker jumps up and goes, whoop, bam, throws that kick in the air, lands it, looks at me, he's like, fuck. I don't ever want to get like that Ryuken fucking kicked in the face across the goddamn screen. Ever. I really don't want to fucking have it to happen to me by a dude that's that fucking size. Like,
I'm getting the message from the cat. She wants to go outside to play now that it's dark out. So or getting dark. I'll be back in about 30 seconds.
Do you remember the kick when Barbosa landed the heel kick, the spinning heel kick to the temple of Terry Edom?
Terry Edom, yeah, that was the first big fucking.
He looked like he was dead when he went down. I mean, that was brutal.
That's not the only fucking wheel kick that he threw. He's fucked a few people up with that.
Yeah.
Like, that's a hell of a kick to land. The problem with that kick is it's extremely difficult to throw and even harder to land.
Yeah, it's a very low percentage.
If you're off by a little bit, it's not great. Like, I mean, it looks cool, but you waste a lot of fucking energy.
Yeah.
And if you don't land that heel, it doesn't do shit.
You're probably going to get taken down too when you miss it.
Even if the guy just steps away, right? You lose a lot of fucking energy
Yes.
to throw such an explosive movement to bring your heel all the way up and whip it down like that. And if you don't land heel first, and the problem is if you do land heel first and you don't knock him out, there's a good chance you can't stand on your fucking foot for the rest of the fight. That is not a solid fucking bone. But he was really, really good with that kick. He's got a few highlight knockouts with it.
Yeah.
Didn't he fucking hit like Habib with that kick once, and Habib just fucking ate shit and kept walking forward?
I don't think so, but I don't know. Could be.
Okay, so here's the thing. I drink a lot, and my memory's not always great. But there's a new something or other documentary series bullshit on Habib, whether it's Prime or Disney or Netflix or Hulu or Crave or some other goddamn bullshit. I watched it a few nights ago in a drunken stupor.
You talking about Nurmagomedov?
Yeah.
Okay.
Extraction 2?
I was making sure. I thought that's who you're talking about. Want to make sure.
I mean, look, if you're talking to MMA and you talk about Habib, how many others are there?
Well, there's not, but I always say Khabib, but you say Habib.
You just like showing off that you're able to pronounce Nurmagomedov.
No, I was just wanting to honestly
I'm
make sure.
pretty sure you're trying to show off, Roy. I watched your eyebrows peek up above your glasses when you said it. You're like, motherfuckers, I know how to say it.
You say Nurmagomedov? What was that?
I'm pretty sure that was racist, David. Don't say that again. It was cool to be able to say that last name properly like fucking 6 years ago, Roy.
Okay, sorry, you got me. I was really showing off.
What's a Nurmagomedov?
Either way, I'm pretty sure that they fought and he got hit with that and like nothing, just kept walking forward.
Do you know what, if you translate Khabib's name, do you know what it translates to in English?
Khabib?
Guy
the greatest fucking lightweight of all time that fought while there was no other good lightweights.
No, it translates to McGregor can never beat him.
Literally.
And I can agree that he's the most dominant lightweight fighter. Like, he lost what, 1 round his entire career, which is weird considering so many people thought that T-Bow beat him.
That was a good match. That was a good match.
A lot of people thought T-Bow beat him.
T-Bow really tried to wrestle him. Like, I remember that fight.
Yeah, so when you've got such a close decision, especially through the fan base, with that many people thinking that T-Bow beat him, how did he only ever lose 1 round in the UFC?
I don't know.
He counter grappled and just dictated the pace and dictated where the shit took place. I mean, he was kind of like another version of George St. Pierre. He just was able to control where it went and how it went. I mean, like he made them play where he
You're
wanted to play.
saying Habib is a different version of George St. Pierre?
I think that they had some similarities to the fact that they were both good enough that they were able to dictate where the fight took place. On the feet, on the ground, they took it where they wanted to go and made them play their game. That's why they won so much. That's true. I mean, it is.
Maybe.
I mean,
What pissed me off about GSP is I always want to watch him finish at somebody. You know, it's like he almost never really finished anybody.
Well,
and he did a couple times, but usually he just points them out And
Right. So here's the problem. GSP stopped trying to finish fights the first time he realized how hard it is to go 25 fucking minutes trying to finish a fight.
Mm.
Right? You get some tough son of a bitch that just won't fucking go away.
Yeah,
No
who's
matter
that?
how hard you
Code-
try.
No.
He
for
also
25
got
fucking minutes. Watch GSP's career before he had to go 25 minutes every fight,
Yeah.
and then watch after. And tell
Okay.
me the difference between his finish rate. He was way fucking better at finishing people in 15 minutes than he was in 25 minutes. You'd think
Okay.
25 minutes gives you more time to get the stoppage, but no, 25 minutes means you got to go 25 minutes. You cannot get exhausted.
Yeah, it's like best of 6 instead of best of 4 or whatever.
Well,
Yeah.
arm wrestling is very fucking different
Yeah.
because I want to get every win as soon as I can, unless
Yeah.
I'm trying to drain the other guy.
Yeah.
In MMA, it's
But
very,
it could be
very
over
different.
it could be over in 5 seconds.
GSP got more conservative after he stood in the pocket and traded bombs with fucking Matt Serra and he got clipped and knocked out.
Matt Serra, I think that's the one I was thinking.
And he got more conservative after that.
That one right roundhouse kick to the fucking face. Which
Well,
you
it was
could
an
see
overhand
shocked
right,
him,
but
and it shocked him. Like, but he still won.
it was a punch, not a kick. But
I thought it
either
was,
way, it was definitely an overhand right.
Mhm.
But
Yeah, with Matt Serra, yeah.
okay.
it was not getting punched by Sarah, because the next time he came back out and got to fight Sarah again, he finished that dude, and he finished that dude quick.
Yeah, and he took him down and fucking
The knees to the
pounded him.
ribs
Oh,
was probably the most vicious fucking thing I've ever seen done in MMA.
it was
Knees to
brutal.
ribs?
He was not trying to end the fight. He was trying to hurt that fucking dude.
He
He
did.
was so much better than him, and he chose the one way. Like, if I start punching this dude's face in, the ref's going to stop it. If I choke him, the ref's going to stop it. But if I just drive these incredibly hard knees into this guy's fucking ribs, I'm going to be allowed to fuck up this dude's guts permanently.
Oh, wow.
And the ref's going to keep letting it happen.
Yeah,
I
he
wanna
st-
That was my whole plan for fighting with Nanya.
he
I didn't
stomped.
want to walk out and like win. I wanted to put him on his back, and then I'm going to pin him there. I'm not just going to unleash a fucking fury of punches and like have this ref call it off. I'm going to take like 10 seconds between each punch and talk to him and let him know just how fun I am, like just how much fun I'm having doing this. I'm going to hit him hard. Oh, that felt good. Give yourself a second, buddy. Don't worry. Catch your bearings. Don't worry. There's another one coming. Yeah. Pow. And I want to do that the entire 10 fucking minutes. I want to make sure that dude fucking hates the entire experience as much as I enjoy it.
Hey, I got a quick
But I'm an
question.
evil prick.
I got a quick question for you. Did you see the footage? It's been within the last month or so, probably month-ish. Devon was at some event like in maybe Philadelphia or New York or New Jersey, somewhere in that area, and there was a lot of after pulling. Did
He
you
was
see
in
where?
West Virginia.
Oh, okay, maybe that's where it was.
East
Did you
versus
see?
West.
Did you see the after pulling when Nanya got up there and was after pulling with Devon? Did you see that?
I did not.
Yeah, he jumped up there and he was like
Not-
really trying to like fly into a
Hey, he loves
press.
that flop.
Yeah, he was really like, he started like really thrashing around and the guy was like, no, don't do that. And Devon was like, it's cool. And he was just catching him. But I mean, I didn't know if you'd seen that or not.
Well, here's the thing.
Maybe.
If it's Nanya related, I probably didn't watch it.
Well, I didn't expect to see him there, but he was there. I mean, you know,
And if it's Devon related, I probably didn't
not
watch
gonna
it.
It was just him after pulling at an event. You know, you've seen a bunch of those.
Cobra Rhodes.
That was
is
my
in the
buddy.
chat.
Like he's my
looks like-
mortal frenemy, right?
Looks like Cobra Rhodes is in the chat.
Oh Jesus, nobody cares if Devon's in the chat.
No, I said Cobra Rhodes.
Yeah, nobody cares if Cobra's in chat.
Oh,
Hold on,
oh,
Cody
oh.
T. Evan, how would you defend yourself against a 1,300-pound coastal brown bear? I would feed it a lot of cocaine and then hold the camera. I just watched that movie yesterday, and that bear fucks up everybody but the camera guy.
He knows where his paycheck comes from.
Good point.
I'd also probably shoot the
How do
bear
those
because that was
camera guys get
$300
there?
million worth of
And
cocaine
film all that
that they
stuff. How
fed
do they
that bear
get
to make the
B-roll,
movie,
man?
because that's what the bear actually did in the real life story.
Yeah, the
So-
bear actually ate it and died immediately almost.
Oh, the funny thing is, there is no disclaimer on the movie about how no animals were actually hurt during the movie, because they actually fed a 400-pound black bear $300 million worth of cocaine to film that fucking movie.
They'll never make a profit.
How the fuck? Oh, yes, they will. I have rented that movie 8 times already.
I haven't
How
seen it
the
yet.
fuck were they allowed? I understand how they would feed it to the bear. Like, we got to make this movie accurate. You know, like those are real fucking blood gore scenes. Like, they actually had actors and actresses sign up to make this movie to allow a cocaine fueled black bear rip them to pieces.
No.
So I'd imagine the money was going to the family. You know, these were like fucking cokeheads are like, look, give me a little bit of that cocaine and then give the money to my family and I'll let the bear rip me apart. Right. So they made the movie. It's fucked up. How were the producers of the movie allowed to buy $300 million worth of cocaine and not go to prison?
They're not.
The crooked fucking government. This show is full circle all day long.
Yeah. You're just being silly now. You know, they just.
I watched
they
the
didn't buy-
fucking
they didn't
movie
buy
today,
it.
Dave.
They
Dave,
didn't buy
Dave,
it.
Hey.
They probably just got it from the cop shop. They just gave it to them.
Oh, yeah. The cops always lie about that street value shit. But I'm telling you, I watched the movie today.
I haven't seen it yet. Like that bear movie there.
Oh, shit. Devin's
coming
here.
in. Devon Larrat.
Devin,
Hey guys, what's happening?
buddy, I've got
Okay.
some questions
Same old.
sent in by the fans.
I'll put the hood
Yeah.
on there.
Would you like to play that quick fire game? I read the question and you just answer.
That's exactly what I want to do.
Okay, actually, literally, I made sure the pen worked and nobody asked any questions for you. Nobody gives a fuck.
He didn't discuss this with any of us.
The only questions that were actually asked during the chat was, what time is Devin coming on?
9:26. There we go. That's funny.
So if nobody else actually had any questions for you, I've got a few.
Yeah.
What the fuck happened?
Dude, I fucking murdered him, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
I'll be
Yeah.
honest with you. I didn't actually watch the match. I got home late. I thought it started at 2. It started at 1. I did my math wrong because, you know,
Yeah.
I'm a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
You told me that the last time we saw each other. But
Right.
I
was
did the
watching
math wrong.
live.
I thought the whole show started at 2 and it started at
Mm.
1. So I got home and you guys were like, you and Dave were coming to the table. I'm like, by the time I get this sorted out,
Yeah.
there's no point. So I just
Yeah.
actually listened to fucking
No, well,
Blue.
everything worked. Everything worked.
Oh man, it was,
I'm super healthy right now, and all that stuff that I did to mess with him got him super pissed off enough that he just mentally really fell into all the stuff that I like to do, and yeah, made it a relatively easy match for me.
Devin. At this point, I think it's undeniable. You got to give me a little bit of credit for some of the shit you do here.
Well, it all comes from you, buddy. I mean, if it wasn't for you, I would just be a
You'd be a
Another
normal
dude.
guy if it wasn't for me,
Yeah.
right? Like you'd be
Of course.
back to 2008 before I arm wrestled, and like, where were you in 2008? Nobody.
Nobody doing nothing.
But I'm telling you, I did the whole dump. Well, you just did the numbers counting, and my match with Sue Blair, it was calling him dum dum the whole time. I'm like,
Right.
dude,
Some people really don't like to be called dumb. I mean, nobody
yeah,
likes
dumb people, because they
Nobody
can't
likes
argue
to be
with you.
dumb.
They're too stupid to talk back. You were exceptionally mean to him in that
Yeah,
press conference.
I
I
know.
thought it was some of your greatest work ever.
I thought, you know, when I said Amber, I was definitely crossing the line, but you know, I just thought I had to do it. I don't know.
Yeah, even I thought that was a dickhead move.
Yeah, I think most people do.
Ah,
Yeah, even my mom, who never comments on anything, called me and she was like, "You should really think about being a bit nicer to people." And I was like, "She never says anything at all." So
I get how it goes, though. You get in the heat of the moment, you're digging deep, you are trying to get them off their game, fuck them off. I
yeah,
get it, but you really strayed from the program on that one. Like, we're attacking you
Well-
for being stupid. Pow.
Well, you know what? He walked up to the line and he kind of tapped his toe across the line, but he didn't just jump over the line. He said, "Is she going to help you count?" He didn't say she's ugly or I don't like her or I want to slap her or anything like that. You know, it was,
No,
it was
no,
all-
look, I'm not disagreeing. Devin's a way better person than I am.
Hey, well, people have said stuff about Jody, and so I'm gonna discount all that one little comment that he made.
listen, I'm not worried about anything. Like, I mean, when it boils down, I'm fine with everything and how it went down. I mean, and I do think that Dave is probably in need of some rest. I do think that.
Well, you and Dave are okay. Now, was there any talk between you and Dave
Imagine.
off the cameras for any of this?
No. That all that stuff that look at. I mean, Dave and I have known each other a long time. He knows the stuff I do.
Yeah.
I don't think any of it came as a surprise to him. But as far as the stuff that happened at the press conference, none of that was talked about. None of it.
Really?
100%.
You
None
guys
of it.
were smiling at each other. That
Well, yeah. Well, that's the thing. I mean, I was smiling. I like to do that stuff.
right?
It's
No,
fun time for me.
Devin,
The
I'm
eyes
one of the
changed,
few
but the
guys
eyes changed
that
at one
understands what
point,
you're
though.
saying when you say that, because I've seen that smile, like face to face, right?
Yeah, like I'm happy to do that. Like I'm not worried about it.
Trust me,
Like-
I get it. I've seen that smile. Like I've been face to face with you and seen that smile. But
Me
Dave's
too.
smile threw me off.
Well, Dave's the same way. Dave's fucking wants to fight too a little bit.
So hey, beer man, was Devin smiling? Did he give you that same smile when he had a hold of your jugular vein holding you up against the wall?
Actually, he was not smiling. Okay, so the reenactment photo, he kind of had this weird, like, we're about to get it on smile. But when he actually grabbed me by the throat that day, that grin was a little bit different. It was definitely different.
It's a different grin.
So you guys got stuff
Grin
going
when
on.
he grabbed me by the
What is
throat,
it? Is
that's
it August? You guys got stuff going on up your way?
July 22nd, we're doing
July
the
22nd.
Armed Gods qualifier.
Man.
But what happens at that qualifier is kind of heavily dictated on what happens this coming weekend over in Wales.
Right.
If Mulvihill pulls James.
Yeah.
Wong.
Uh-huh.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Oh, good. He's going over there to Wales. Excellent.
Yeah.
Do you know
Well, that's
James
a nice
Wong?
match. Yeah, I know him.
Where did
Yeah.
you meet him?
I think I've run into him a couple times actually. I think I met him at did I meet him in Ireland?
Yes.
Right. So he was in Ireland, and then I think I also met him at an Arm Wars thing.
Which one? The live one or the not live one?
I think it was maybe the last one I went to. I
Well,
remember.
it definitely was. Because he
Yeah.
was he pulled a super match where him and Tom Holland went to the fucking balls to it. Right-handed
Yeah.
at the Arm Gods event. There was no way he was pulling
Right.
the next fucking
Yeah,
day.
exactly. Okay, so yeah, it was the next one. Anyways, yeah, I've run into him a couple times. He what's the big guy? I forget his name right now. Is it Tom? The number one guy in the UK.
Mindaugas?
No,
Duskus?
not Mindaugas. The other one.
Kyle Hutchins?
Kyle, right. He reminds me of
Pork
like
chop guy.
yeah.
It's like a
but
full height pork chop.
Yeah, he reminds me of like a smaller version of Kyle.
Okay. Have you ever watched him arm wrestle though? Like really watch his shit?
He's a bit better, isn't he?
Well, Kyle is this big, gargantuan, strong as fuck. And you know, Kyle Hutchins arm wrestles like Christian Bernard.
Yeah, he does.
You try to get onto that bicep, and motherfucker, you're gonna find out what hydraulics is.
Yeah.
But
really strong.
James Wall, he like Craig Toulier's the fuck out of that go.
He can press too, can he? He's a press guy too, isn't he?
No, it's a straight sideways cup and then drag. Like
I know
but-
I've watched some matches of his. I think I've watched a couple. Away.
ridiculously fast that dude is.
Yeah, I think I've seen him pull.
So Mulva Hill with him.
I think Brennan's gonna beat him.
Like easy or what?
Brennan's a bad dude. If your technique is not sharp and you're like Brennan's gonna really mess people up. And I just think Brennan even though he got third, I love.
Oh my god, they fucked him so bad. They did not want Canada in the finals down in the States.
Well, I loved it. Like his matches down in the States, I thought.
I gotta piss. I can still hear you. Keep going.
Yeah, I thought he pulled incredible. I thought Brennan murdered it down there that day. So if he's healthy still, like if he held on to his form at all, I think he's gonna do real good. Dave, how come you weren't at practice last night, dude?
Sorry, man.
All right, I know you're.
I don't want to get into it, but I had issues. And I want to say I was so happy to see Engen perform and win again.
Yeah, kicking ass, right? Yeah,
Wasn't that fucking awesome for him?
it is awesome. Yeah,
I liked it. I really enjoyed and I watched he did a nice 25-minute talk today. I watched
Dave, who are you talking about?
Oh, John Bum.
Yeah, we don't talk nice about those people on this show. Devin.
Okay.
So Devin, let me ask
I
you
have
this.
to play by the rules. Devin, I got to play by the rules, man.
yeah.
So next is Gennady, right?
Yeah.
Gennady's what's after that?
Well, there's a whole bunch of people that I want to pull. I'll say most likely it'll be Dennis.
Yeah, that's what everybody's been asking about tonight.
Wait. You're gonna pull Dennis before you pull Gennady?
No.
Well, I mean, you never know, but probably Gennady's next. But I tell you, I feel so good right now. Like I feel like I could pull anybody anytime. But probably I'll pull Gennady next, and that's in like what is it? That's like end of August, so not too far. And then
Not even 2 months.
yeah, and then probably I'll pull Dennis. Probably
Like a month and a half later.
Well, that's the thing. The dates are not really sure. It's either going to be me or somebody. Like he's set for a window in like October, and
Because the end of September, we have Arm Gods in Ottawa.
And look, end of September. I'm probably in Germany.
No, well, that's fine because you're not allowed in.
Right?
But Jody and Auden are both going to be competing.
Well, that's fine.
Oh, cool.
You
That's
just
fine.
got to wait in the parking lot.
Auden's been leveling up, man. Auden's been leveling up.
Doing really good. Auden is doing very, very well. He trains. I'll tell you, he trains pretty much the same as me.
He's taking it serious now.
Yeah, he's having fun. Like he does, like he goes by the same theories that I do. He's working his strength and power and basic moves. He's on the table all the time. He's doing his rehab, and he's disciplined. He's doing it. He's doing the work.
I need some discipline. I need
And
a punch in
check
the I need a punch in the soul to wake me up.
Yeah, look at that.
There he is.
That
That's an
Guys on
card.
is amazing.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
That's cool.
Speaking of cards, though, hey Jody,
Hi, Jody.
Hey, Devin, let me talk to Jody for a minute.
What's
Are
up,
you ready to
guys?
pull
Hi,
our
Jody.
gods?
David? What's that? Am I pulling an arm gods? Oh, I can't commit to anything that far away. I
Jody,
like to,
Jody,
It's
we
very,
talked
very
about
busy.
this. We had a
We
shot
did
over.
talk about it. It was a lovely offer that you made that excluded my husband very specifically.
Right, and you said, let's have a shot. It's a deal.
I said, what?
Let's have a shot. It's a deal.
I don't remember that happening in any way,
That's
but
because you had a shot.
you think one shot makes me forget my life? I don't know that.
Look,
That's
I wasn't trying to paint a broad stroke picture here for you, but we had more than one shot, Jody.
no. What happened was you were trying to make me drink straight Crown Royal, and I was like, "This is not my literal cup of tea." So I
Right.
teased you
And the
I
first
had-
one was very
and then
difficult.
I-
After
and then I
that,
sipped, and you made fun of me and said I was a pussy for not having a proper shot. And then I had another sip, and that was the end of my night.
all right. So I'm gonna have to say your memory is probably better than mine on the dip because I had a lot more than one shot. But whatever. Either way, I'm walking around telling people you said yes.
My yeses are always very tentative based on, what's happening currently.
Jody, look, just tell the fans you're in and Devon's out.
I may have had some better offers lately. I'm not gonna lie. May have had something really better than that come up.
That is
No,
not
no
the first
offense.
time I've heard a woman say that to me.
I'm sure. No doubt.
I'm not lying. I would never lie.
Never? It's a very, very powerful
I would
word.
never lie in the last 10 seconds.
Okay. That's definitely a qualifier right there.
But either way, you seriously got to let me know if you and Auden are going to be pulling at this so we can get matches set up.
September, what's the date?
30th.
30th.
Yeah.
30th.
Flights all taken care of. It's in Ottawa. So
Flights are
basically,
taken care
you
of.
drive
You're gonna
yourself
fly
to
me
the
to
airport
Ottawa?
and we'll have somebody pick you up.
You're gonna fly me to Ottawa?
Yeah.
Wow. It's weird. From Richmond? Like that's a very
No, you're gonna have to get to the Ottawa airport to get to your flight, and then we'll pick
Huh?
you up at the Ottawa airport.
Yeah, but
Okay.
it's gonna be on a hovercraft.
Okay, well that just sweetened the deal. If there's a hovercraft involved, then for sure I'm in.
If
That's what
that
I'm talking
hovercraft
about.
doesn't show up, you're gonna have to take up your legal issues with Roy.
Guys, I'm busy. I gotta clean my house. So I'm gonna pass you back to Devon. But
Great to
thanks
see
for-
you, Jody.
for the chat.
Just don't do another Gabriel fast until after the match. Jeez.
It's my spring thing, don't you worry.
Excellent.
Bye guys, have fun.
Bye, Jody.
Jody.
Okay, Devin, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
So we heard a lot in the lead up to the Dave match that this was for the King of North America. And I think that's a really good way to phrase it. However,
Hail to the king, baby.
I have to point out that in the East versus West, the organization for which you were the heavyweight champion, there's this guy named Jerry Carteret who is now the super heavyweight champion of that. So is the King of North America really settled at this point?
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, obviously I'm gonna pull Jerry. I mean, obviously that's gonna happen. The question is kind of when am I gonna pull him? So Jerry is gonna pull Hermes here. And at first I thought Hermes was just gonna kill him. And now I'm starting to think that Jerry might actually have a chance. I hope he wins, but still I have Hermes as the favorite. But anyways, I hope Jerry does really good. Because then it just makes a victory over him that much better. But yeah, like I mean, for all the chirping that he's done, of course that means we have to pull. And look, I mean, Jerry is totally credible. It's just unfortunate for him that I mean, in North American standards, when Michael was still not injured, I mean, he's been a consistent fourth place. He's never really he's never really gotten the W on Michael. He's never beaten Dave. And the one time that we pulled, I beat him. So he's got a losing record against three of us. And,
Makes it tough to claim number one.
The thing is, even though he might think he leveled up, the fact is you have two.
listen,
you already
if
beat him
wanna talk
before.
about- if you want to talk about level up,
I don't think he's gonna.
look at
I want you to beat him now. I want you to beat Jerry now because I was on Neil pickup.
Go ahead, Devin. Dave, you're muted. Go ahead, Devin.
No, man, let Dave talk. I love Dave.
Devin, don't tell me what to do. I do what I want.
All right. Well, listen, the thing is you want to, hey, B, there's the man.
So, boys. Hi, Jody.
When you talk about leveling up, right? Like, I mean, the last match should really speak about how much I have leveled up. Like, when you talk about guys from the WAL era, Dave Chafee and myself, look at where we were, 4 years ago, and look at where we are now. And I mean, people can say that Dave's worse. I mean, maybe, but one thing's for sure, I'm not the same guy. I'm not. So if Jerry thinks he's improved more than me, that's great. But the truth is when I pull him again, I'm gonna straight up murder him. Like it'll be a similar thing.
Allegedly.
Last time it was close, but this time I will straight up destroy him. Like I will freaking destroy. I will break him.
Well, yeah. Now you actually have a shoulder and elbow with full integrity at this point versus. Okay, so Devin, you and I have been training partners for like a decade now, and we were friends for like 2 of those years. So like we know each other fairly well. But okay, before I get back to that, I got a super chat, and I really suck at this. If I don't do it right away, I always fuck it up. Silky Wilkie in with the super chat. Devin, when you pull Jerry, you have to smash him, because if it's close, you will be challenged a swift rematch a la Devin tactics.
Oh, whatever.
That's like, that was nice and also dickish. I really like that comment.
I'm not worried about Jerry in any capacity. That the shoulder, the floppers press, I understand the move quite well, and like I'm training right now to go against a flopper, so it might be really convenient for me to do.
Just show up at his house next week and do it.
Yeah, you know what? I could do that. I could actually. Hey Jerry, you want to come up for nationals this weekend? Come up to Canadian Nationals. I'll be.
What if you guys just both fly over to fucking Wales?
Hey, I got a question.
You do it too.
I got a question, Devin. So let's just say Hermes beats Jerry's ass. Do you still want the Jerry match, or would you rather go against Hermes?
Well, that's the thing. Look, I have a bunch of matches that I want. It's Dennis. I want a few there's a few legacy matches that I want.
Yeah.
I want Dennis.
Right-handed, right?
Yeah. 100%.
Don't do it left.
Yeah, not left-handed.
Look, I would probably pull him left-handed now, but I want the right-handed match. Dennis. And then I want Vovoda.
Are you serious?
Listen, Vovoda is strong. Okay. Do not think for a second Vovoda is not super strong. If Vovoda's coming back, I just saw him this weekend.
Yeah, I get it. Just you can't lose to a vegan. Like the risk rewards just
not a vegan. Not a vegan.
Yeah.
No, not a vegan.
So isn't there a YouTube video from like 2008 with you looking in the camera going, Vovoda, I want you?
Right. So that's gotta happen. And he's back now. So I mean, look, at the only way that match is not going to happen is if John beats him. That's the only way.
Did you shake his hand?
Yeah, we hung out for a bit. Yeah.
I think that's quite likely that John beats him.
Yeah, well, I'm sure you'll take get people to bet against you on that one, but yeah,
I'm sure there will. But
last time I saw Vovoda pulling, he was taking losses. He was getting beat on. I'm pretty sure last time I seen him make.
Bresnan put a fucking working on him.
Yeah,
a huge match. It is a humongous match, and I hope John wins. I hope John destroys him.
Yeah,
but I'll tell you, it's a big match. It's a big match.
If John beats him convincingly, you still want that match with Vovoda?
No,
not as much. No,
there's no point.
No, if John beats him, I'll probably leave him alone.
Or maybe just like do it as the second match of the day.
I'd like to.
Now there's some good stakings though, Devin. It's your second super match of the day that you get Vovoda if John kills him.
All these things are possible. It's all possible.
This right here talks about what's possible. You throw a little of this around and stuff happens, you know?
I want to at some point do some kind of a catch weight figure out some kind of body weight that we can do a meet at with.
Engen?
No, not Angus. No, Curtis Galley.
Oh my God, I would love to see that. That'd be fireworks.
Me too.
What if you went down to his weight though?
Wow.
Well, that's the thing. So he's a 105 guy, and I can make 115 no problem. But I think we could probably
That's another
agree to
22
meet.
Yeah, you
pounds.
can
Yeah.
settle that
I know.
something.
I know.
It's not like he hasn't pulled.
It's a lot, but maybe there's some way that we can find a way to pull. I think that if I choose to go down just a little bit more, which is possible, or anyways, that's a match I'd love at some point.
That'd be sick.
And then left hand as it pops up, and then right hand, if I clear out those names, if I do well, then I'll start to chip into that next bracket, like Rivas, Morozov, Vitali, all roads lead to Hermes.
Well, not if Hermes loses to Jerry. Honestly, that's got to be the best career path for you. Is if Jerry wins, you're right back. You're right there again.
Why don't we talk about that for 2 seconds? How do you see Jerry doing against Hermes? How do you see that going?
Well, Devon, shut up. This is my show, but I like Jerry's chances versus. I was kidding. Go ahead, Devon.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that Hermes got to be the favorite. I think that everybody looks at Hermes as a top roller because he's had such luck with the top roll, and the top roll's been kind of his best move. But
luck.
Success.
It's all luck.
Yeah, okay. Wrong word. Yeah,
Italians, right? Fucking birthday cakes and candles, buddy. Hold on. Let's get back to it. I got a super chat, Devon. I suck at this. Mr. Brian Junkie, Devon, we know your outside game has improved significantly, but is your inside game better than 2019? And how injured do you think Dave was?
Did you see me flop wrist press Dave in round 5?
I didn't watch the match.
Okay, well, I saw
you hook him before that.
Yeah, hooking was easy. I could hook him anytime I wanted.
Did you just go from inside to giving it away to do it just to be a dick?
I told him in the setup, I said, do you think I can pin you without my hand? I said, do you think I can flop you? And we kind of laughed about it. And I set up and I drilled him flop wrist press. And I think I pinned him, but it was called a fast start or something. I don't know. It's called back. And I tried again and he stopped me right on the pin. And then we had a match. But I'll tell you, it's the first time in my career that I've hit flop wrist press. First time.
You didn't have the balls to continue out the match.
The second time you hit it was when it got a bit spicy because he caught it and then he brought you back on his side of the table.
Yeah.
And then you had to fucking come right out.
Yeah.
So you didn't have the gumption to just stay in there and hold on.
He hit it the first time. The first time was a pin. The second time, like I said, right at the pin line, he caught it.
Yeah. Yeah. But my inside is pretty solid right now. Like I'm healthy. I can pull any way I want right now. So yeah, I'm an old man in a young man's body again. Feels good.
I'm older than you.
So your inside game is better than 2019's.
My inside game is a lot. In 2019, oh my God.
That was the question.
Oh, it's not even close.
I don't think your inside game was actually real at that point. There was still a lot of movement inside of your elbow. Like I could feel your elbow in 2019.
Yeah, but you still beat Jerry in a hook in WAL. But I mean, you started so far carved in, it was sick. You cheated.
Well,
look, Roy, I'm not going to allow you on the show if you're just going to fucking talk to my guests like that.
Yeah, you scumbag motherfucker.
Now, Devon, Roy was right. Like, you're a cheating motherfucker.
Hey, man, look at he had Bart as a referee. It's not going to get any better for him. If Bart's not stopping me, I mean, I don't know who.
Do you know who this Muhammad Hassan guy is?
Isn't he some pedophile? Or is it God? No, I think it's a real guy, isn't it?
I can't comment. I don't know, but he's really positive that the only reason you win matches is because Bill Collins is in your pocket.
Well, sure. Yeah. This guy is. There's apathy. There's liking someone. There's loving someone. There's you know, some kind of thing past that. And eventually you get to a level of love and obsession where you get to a guy like Muhammad Hassan, where, and that this dude is so obsessed with me. It's unbelievable. Like, I mean, I can think of a handful of guys, but this guy is crazy about me. Like, he wants to have all my babies. He wants to,
I look at it as a circle, right? On the very
Yeah.
top 12 o'clock, it's like, don't care, right? Then you come down one side, that's where you start really liking, and at the bottom is where full love is. You go down the other way, at the bottom is full hate. But right where those two meet, that little button right there,
yeah, that's where he
because he
lives.
wants to play with your
With me.
clitoris.
He loves me.
He's
I
got a
don't know,
bachelor
and, you
pad.
know,
He's
and
got
I'm
a
not
bachelor
sure if
pad
I've
there.
never actually met him, and that should just speak. That should be a testimony. I should put that on every job resume.
I don't think
I should-
anybody's actually met him.
Yeah, that's the thing. He might not be real. Like, he might be a totally fake. But the thing is,
That
I
is the
think
best troll account ever if they can go
AI.
6
Muhammad
years
Hassan
of
is
hating
just
that
straight
hard.
AI.
it's either. I mean,
Probably
I
Jody.
just always assume that all the troll accounts are gobby. But
I assume that one's Jody.
I think it's
That's
Bart.
Jody's smart,
Who's my
and she
top?
can poke at you. I
I
can see it being
think
Jody.
actually that I think that guy actually is real, though, because a lot of times when I pull someone, he starts to send them all sorts of gifts and drugs and things. He does.
Oh, man, he's nuts.
He sent many of my opponents drugs in the mail.
You don't think that's Jody?
Wait, fun drugs or training drugs?
No, training drugs. Yeah.
I'm still thinking it's Jody. Like you're arguing my case.
No, and they're expensive. So
I was thinking it might be Bart.
no, I think it's some lunatic with a lot of money, I think.
Is there any way that we could
Not
set up
me.
a match so I can get really expensive good drugs?
Right?
Yeah.
You have to go against me, and I guess you probably got to think you got a chance. So,
Well, you don't think I got a chance, Devon?
No.
Look, I've got hours of video showing I do.
why don't you put up a poll?
Yeah.
Why don't you
Oh my
put
God,
up
you
your
got another
poll?
super
Look,
chat.
I got hours of video saying that I got a chance.
Yeah.
I got like 30 seconds worth of you beating me one time.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much people put. You can make anything a video now. It's all like AI. It's completely changed. I mean,
All right, I do have another super chat here. Devin, we know you're outside. Well, no, I fucking fucked that all up. I'm still stuck
Yeah.
on the last question.
Yeah, go down to the next one. You want me to read it?
Oh, wait, here it is. What will Gennady do differently this time versus Devin?
well, I think Gennady is probably right now,
Other
he's
than
focusing on Artem, right? And I think that he realized he had very little hand against me, and he had the flop. So I think he'll probably continue to work his flop because that gave him success, and he'll probably try and work his hand a little bit more so he's got something there. But I think that our relationship is pretty well established at this point, and it'll be, some minor tweaks, but I'll tell you, I do feel confident. Even though I lost the match, I feel confident that I'm going to beat him.
I think you know what to do now.
Yeah, I know what to do.
So baby hand's going to be the same line of attack.
I'm going to go right in. I'll go
Well,
right
he
in with
seems
him.
does seem to be
You
anytime.
gonna hook him? You gonna hook
Anytime he
him?
goes up against like really good outside top rollers, like the match with Tim Breslin. Tim Breslin was top rolling the shit out of him, fucking sickly. And then he was like, fuck this. Boom. Just started same thing, dumping his hand, blasting inside, getting the win, As
Yeah.
soon as you can conquer that desperation, then you're gonna get the W.
Yeah,
Well, there's
so
the thing, though.
I'm gonna hook him. I'll hook him.
Yeah.
You can't fight a losing battle. If your hand's given out, stop fucking fighting it.
Right.
Yeah.
But the thing is, if I'm hooking him, the flop isn't going to help.
I mean, Gennady is my
Right.
very favorite arm wrestler.
He's great. I love him. He's tremendous. He's got some real mental strength. Like, the dude is mentally very strong.
You know what's fun about that, Devin?
That's a
I
respect.
had no idea who Gennady was until you started the bottom 8 promo thing,
Yeah.
comparing all the bottom 8 guys to the top 8 guys, and you're like,
Oh, yeah.
Devin's Gennady.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to fucking be Gennady.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
dude,
Gennadi's
look the
best.
guy up. You want to be Gennady. And I looked the guy up. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm Gennady.
The
Yeah,
man's strong.
Gennady
Strong
is
man.
Hey,
I
Devin,
was-
how do you
Oh,
see
whoa.
more? How do you,
Shut up, Roy. Shut up, Roy. There was a chat in here from John Milner. And he said hooking is for dummies. I think that's a response to you saying you're going to hook Gennady.
Yeah. Yeah, he knows it. He knows it. I mean, we've had these discussions forever, and I'm always like, man, just top roll, just post. And the thing is it is the answer for like almost every single move except for the flop. You know, if you have a great post and a great top roll, that covers off like 95% of arm wrestling.
Working
If
on
you
it.
post it high enough, it's really hard to flop because you got to come straight down the bone. Then
If you're
No,
not
I could do an instant
you've
flop
got to win the
transition,
center
man.
game for that
Instant
flop
flop
to beat a
transition.
post.
It's just a flick
Dave,
of the
Dave,
wrist.
grown-ups are talking.
Yeah.
We also have a super chat here, Devin. I really like this one. Why Devin not going directly for Hermes? Afraid.
Yeah, true. Hermes bad dude. Hermes is like the cherry on top of the cake. You know, Hermes is
found a good plug. That's what
Hermes is
happened.
the
Hermes
last
found a really
stop.
good plug.
Hermes is the last stop before Levon. I
if
said
Jerry
that I would
wins.
I said that I wouldn't skip this time. I said because a lot of people criticized me.
But what if
jumping.
Jerry wins?
Well, then I'll pull Hermes. Yeah.
If Jerry beats Hermes,
I'll pull
why not just
Look,
go straight to
look,
Levon?
here's the
Fuck
thing.
it. You already know you beat
I'm
Jerry.
gonna pull all of them. But in my mind, I have Hermes as probably number 2 in the world. That's probably where I got him.
Well, it's the only place you can put him after his last match.
Right.
The only
So-
one that knows.
So to me, look at before I get to, I want to pull every single one of them. I want to beat. So look at for me to get there, and look, I'm not even saying I might just stay heavyweight because it's nice for me. But
Getting a
if
little
I'm gonna,
big for that.
if I'm still dude, I'm like 270, 275 right now.
You're gonna have to shrink your skull if you want to fucking get back to heavyweight.
I could pull heavyweight this weekend. It would be easy. It's easy.
Persona.
It's right there. I can pull heavyweight anytime I want.
You're comfy here. It's a comfy, natural state.
Yeah,
weight.
this is a great place for me to sit. Like 270, 275. I can get a bit heavier if I fill up my stomach.
So when you say heavyweight, you mean East versus West heavyweight at 253 or
Yeah.
253, right?
That's easy. That is no problem anytime. Give me a few days. I'm 253. You know, if you want
Most
me in,
heavyweight divisions are 242, right?
yeah.
yeah. But the thing is, the only one that I'm really interested in right now is the 115. Like the other ones, I mean, yeah, okay. If they start to put out any kind of numbers like East versus West does, then that can change.
I forgot how friendly you were with Engen.
Hey man, look at Engen is changing the sport. What Engen's done for the sport is completely incredible. Especially this last little bit. Like last couple years of Engen doing all his promotion. I mean, how can you not love everything the guy's doing?
Would you not say I'm a very fair guy?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, fair guy.
I have never said anything bad about Engen's arm wrestling ability or what he's done for the sport, especially for this East versus West. We've all been talking. I've been on arm wrestling for like 10 years now, whatever.
Right. You
But
got the big
since I
fight with him.
started, everybody has always wanted to see what would happen if we put the best of the East versus the best of the West. We've always wanted to see it.
Yeah.
Engen finally fucking made it happen.
Yeah.
I think it's incredible. I just think he's a crazy asshole.
Well, everybody knows Engen's crazy. I mean, I don't think many people's going to argue with you.
So now that you and Engen are such good friends now, you think you could get that apology out of him for me?
No, you're fucked. You are fucked. You're not.
What I was surprised about is that he's younger than me. I thought he was much older than me.
He has got a lot of stuff going on. Engen's got a lot of stuff going on.
So you're saying he's just too busy to get around to the apology?
No, I was saying that's why he's like the emperor, the way he ages. Yeah.
So he's not sorry.
Dude, he's not sorry.
He
He's
should
not
be. That was
sorry.
rude. Like, it hurt my fucking feelings.
He doesn't give a shit about your feelings. He doesn't give a fuck.
You know that we're friends on Facebook again?
Really? Well, that's a step.
And I am willing to talk to him if he apologizes.
Well, why don't you have him on the show sometime?
Hey, Ingen and
Well,
Aussie
if
are
I
cool.
didn't think it was too late, I would invite him on right now and we could talk about it.
Not here. I don't think he would. I don't think Engen would like to be on this kind of.
Look, if there was any chance of Hanging and I
Wow.
making amends, it's not going to be tonight right here. I'll tell you
No,
that.
I don't think he's a drinker, and you know we talk about all kinds of crazy shit here, and I just don't think he'd be into it.
Dave, why are you making serious conversation of the stupid shit I say?
Hey, you want me to read the super chat? You want me to read the super
Uh,
chat?
I don't know. I'm a silly
Bro,
guy.
you go ahead with that because
Okay. Devin, here's a super chat for you from Mr. Brain Junkie. He says, Devin, what's your plan for Gennadi's early starts and the ref's biased focus on only squaring your shoulder while letting him carve in before the start?
okay, Devin, take a second to think about this. I want to answer first because my show. Fuck it. You go ahead and think about your answer though. Formulate. What the fuck kind of question is that? Devin ran over the referees. Gennady had to fight Devin, the referees, the rules, and still found a way to win. How impressive is Gennady? There is no way anybody's beating him. Okay, Devin, you've had
Good
time.
answer.
Go ahead.
Good answer. I think I don't blame the referees. Hard job, super hard job. But I think that when it comes to the rules meeting this time, I think there will be an understanding of how crazy the shoulder placement's going to be. And I think that I will push for, if both guys are happy, that there's going to be a go, I'm going to make that case. Because I don't think that either of us will really ever perfectly square, and to have one guy in and one guy out, I'd say better to let both have open shoulders.
So that's like a
It's a
consent
game
start.
of who can move their shoulder between ready and go more.
Yeah.
Just
So
let both guys
I'm
play.
gonna push. I'll be
It's split
pushing
second.
to open that up a bit, and the whole fast start stuff. I mean, yeah, but look at the whole thing is if you're strong enough, none of that stuff starts to matter. Like if you're strong enough, you're gonna. The thing was, it's just a close match. Gennady and I is a really close match, and that's why the rematch is interesting, and that's why we can do it so quick. Because the truth is we're just close. The technique is close. The ability is close. You had to roll that match out. There's a good chance that it could look different a few different ways. So
Do you regret fucking around in that match so much?
No,
Like there was
no,
pins
because
that you think that you
no,
could have
because-
gotten,
no, because
right? Like
the
that
way I-
elbow
the way
foul.
I saw it, the way I saw it is that round one, I just had such a dominant position. I thought I was going to beat him up so bad, and I think I was. It's just that foul happened, which, in my opinion, was not a foul.
Yeah, that
There
was a
wasn't-
bad. That was a
I
bad
looked
call.
at it a million. I'll tell you. I
No,
looked
you
at
got
it
fucked. You got fucked big time in that
I
match. with
never
that.
saw a foul, and I asked Ang, I'm like, was there a foul? Did any camera see a foul? And he said no. So I think it's a bad call, but I'm not worried about it because at the end of the entire series, he beat me. So
But you
I'm
could
very
have beaten him in that round.
yeah, exactly. So he beat me. So that's why I'm happy with the result, and I'm happy to do it again. And I think that this time, look, I'm just training the way I'm training. It's got nothing to do really with, I don't think the refs fucked me over on purpose. I don't think that's a thing at all. I don't feel that when I go there. There's no part of me that thinks I'm gonna get fucked over.
Is there any way that you could like be cool while on this show?
What? Is there any way?
Yeah. They totally fucked you. You know, the lawyer fucked me. The cops planted evidence. It was all allegedly.
Yeah.
I would never lose to that guy.
Well, I'm not gonna lose to him again. But that's just because I'm gonna have a hook that's gonna stonewall. That's why. It's got nothing to do with it. Yeah, man. I'm
Hey,
coming for you.
I got a
You
question
can't
for you.
lose to a flop when you're hooking.
No, you can't.
How do you see Gennady versus Morozov?
Good match. Good match.
I
More
think
so-
this,
I
Morzov
assume.
gonna take his hand. It might look real similar. Morzov is interesting. It's an interesting match. Good match. Yeah.
I think Morozov is going to be, he's going to have a run as the man at some point. If his body can stay healthy, if he can avoid injury, if his liver and kidneys hold up, I think he'll have a run like Levon, I think.
Jesus, you must have a crystal ball to think that.
I'll tell you, he's absolutely, he's young, he's strong, he's awesome, but I think to compare him with Levon at this point is a bit of a stretch. At this point, it's possible. Anything's possible. And is he one of the guys that definitely is in contention? Yeah, he is. But I wouldn't have him as favorite against Hermes. Definitely not. I think Vitali's going to be probably a hard time for him. Levon is in a world of his own, injured or not. You talk about guys like Rivas. I mean, yeah, we'll see. This one will be very telling. This match with Gennady will be very telling on the state of Artem. And look, it's kind of funny. I mean, people forget that Prudnik totally obliterated him about, how long ago was that? A year? Less than a year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was right-handed too, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. People forget about, little Prudnik fucking whipping him into a hook and ripping up his bicep.
Yeah, but he's only 25. He's only 25.
I know he's only 25. I know he's only 25, but 25 can look a whole bunch of different ways. Okay. And yeah, he is 25, but not everybody looks like that at 25 either.
No. No.
Got a super chat.
Oh shit. I got a few super chats I gotta read here. Hold on. Devin, stay with me. I am not good at this. Hold on here.
We got another super chat. Yeah.
Okay,
The next one's from
we got the first one here from David Tome saying, buy some Sparkle Puff.
David Tomes, what the fuck?
Well, Devin doesn't drink, Dave, but if Devin decides to buy some Sparkle Puff and Big B don't like them, I'll drink them. I like that shit.
Oh God, I love the last one. Go ahead.
The next super chat is from Trip War. I like his last one. He gets on you. This one says, Engen said, no more ready before go. And there will be an American ref for Devin Gennady match, as far as I remember, with love from Turkey. Devin. Is that Devin typing himself, or is punctuation a problem?
No, that's all true. Yeah, Engen's gonna bring in American referee, I heard, or two.
Bill Collins.
What about a Canadian referee?
Right.
I'll do it.
And yeah, he's getting rid of Reddy for the. I think he's getting rid of Reddy for the referee's grip portion of it.
Okay, so would you be opposed to a Canadian referee?
Look, honestly, I don't think the referee's that big of a deal.
Would you be opposed to me refereeing?
Well, you're
Yes.
not a referee. You're not a referee. You're like more of like a sideshow.
No, I'm the worst commentator ever that should never be allowed to do it again. But I'm not a bad referee, Devin. That's just jerkish of you to say. So how glad were you that I didn't referee you versus Jordan?
Yeah, I was actually going to talk to Umesh. I was like, can't let him referee.
Jordan was actually protesting really hard. No, I don't want Evan refereeing.
Yeah, he didn't know.
Are you kidding me? The best thing in the world for you, Jordan, is me refereeing. I can't stand Devin.
Yeah,
I told Beerman before we were talking about. I said, if you foul Devin out,
Hold on, Roy. We got another super chat here. This one says, do you remember when Adam Burgoyne beat you at Ribfest in 2015?
Ribfest.
He never beat me at Redfest.
I was there, and no, he didn't. The refs fucked at him. That was definitely an intentional slip and losing position. He should have beaten you. Adam should have held the number one spot in North America for that 6 seconds until his next match.
I don't remember any of that. I just remember beating him and beating you and beating everybody.
You never beat me.
I just remember beating everybody.
Well, yeah, you did, but not till later. But you did threaten to kill me for having you fouled out of the one round.
yeah, I can't believe that those refs were fucking giving it to you. I'm like, it's so I couldn't believe it.
I know every time you try to take a fair start, I'm like moving my hand around. I'm like, look, do you think I honestly want to fuck around with a guy that is the #1 in the world, known for his endurance and fucking with people inside him? I don't want to do this. I want ref script. He's doing this. Stop. Don't let him do it. Give me a fair chance. And they're like, warning, warning, foul, warning. I'm like, oh my fuck. I'm actually going to beat Devon without having to pull him.
Like, I can't believe that they're falling for your shit. Like,
look, I was just laying out the game plan for the rest of the world on how to actually beat you. Look, if a no talent drunk bum like me can get that close, imagine what a real athlete could do, Devon.
no, it's frightening. It's frightening.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
that's the day
Evan-
you decided you're going to start learning from this guy. That's when we traded coaching spots.
Actually, I think Evan has a video about that, and it's something about some Evan Larrat loses to something redneck or something
That was his other brother.
years ago.
Oh, that's my baby brother that gave Devon the whooping.
Yeah.
Look, all my family gives Devon whoopings. No big deal.
Oh,
Well, we got
oh,
one
okay.
more super chat to get
okay,
through
we'll go
here.
with that.
Do you guys think Schoolboy will come back by the end of the year to pull again? I hope
Well, if he
Monster
juices
Michael
up,
Todd
for
also
sure.
heals up before the end of the year to see his recovery.
Yeah, he'll be back.
Schoolboy will be back. What do you think about
Yeah, I think he's in
Monster
growing stage.
version 87.3?
DMT.
My initials are DMT.
Devon, I promise Monster Michael Todd will never watch this.
I think
Lots of people might clip it, but
What do they
Monster
call
will
it?
never watch this show.
What do they call that?
I don't think he'll be
Dimethyltryptamine?
back until like late, like early winter at the earliest, and he probably do like local stuff. I like pulling, like I mean side table. Like I don't think you'll see him in a big comp for a bit. I don't think so. I could be wrong, but I think he'll take a little bit of time.
He should. He
He
should.
should. Yes, he
I
should.
think now this is just my personal opinion from what I see through his arm wrestling. Those Jerry matches fucking destroyed his hand.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
I think
I would not
think-
like to blame the WAL for their 3/4 inch strap, but that can't be good for your hand.
no, it's not. That strap is too thin.
It's got to cut the shit out of you.
We
Yeah, it
have to
doesn't-
design the most perfect strap with the most perfect materials.
Yes. Yeah, it's got to be thicker. It's got to be thicker.
Hey, I want to say this, Devin. I told Beer Man when there was loose discussion about him being
Maybe
the
I
ref,
should.
Fucking Roy Baker's always talking about loose shit.
about him being the ref with your Jordan Sonev match. I told him, I said, Beer Man, I said, if you foul Devin out and make him lose on a pay-per-view match, people will burn your fucking house down.
Dude, look,
Especially when
I
there's
wanted to. Like, I
especially when there's,
really
like,
did
money,
want
people are
to.
putting money down.
I
gets real
wanted
serious now.
nothing more than to foul Devin out in front of the entire world. I wanted to be the guy getting all that
And he-
hate.
And
I
that's
would have gone to
why
like
they didn't
7
let it happen.
subscribers and
Yeah.
doubled my channel.
That's
But
why they never let it happen, Evan.
I would
No.
never, ever sacrifice my integrity. As much as I want to do it, I would
Yeah.
never do it without cause. As much as I would love the result.
Or payment.
I'm just imagining
hate
all
Devin,
the food.
But I would
being
never
thrown at
fuck
Devin,
him
people
over.
booing
Like,
him.
you gotta be fair. That's your job as a referee, right? And I really wanted to do it, but my wife was fucking sick with the flu, and I had 2 kids sick with the flu. There's just no way I can leave the house. Like, it was
Shit to
it
do.
was really unfortunate. It was the worst thing to happen to my YouTube channel since COVID.
Did he
Mm.
freeze?
But
Or
Devin,
is it me?
I watched that match with you and
Oh.
Jordan, and I would have fouled you out
Nothing
100
frozen right
times.
now.
For me, COVID was all on TV.
Listen, in Ontario, we fucking arm wrestle around here. Who gives a fuck about the referee? Let's just fucking arm wrestle and figure it out.
Right.
Yeah, it would work out.
Unless
Get
I'm the
better.
referee, because
Get
I'm an
better.
asshole. Look, I am a big fan of all of the fuckery, right? Like, you don't see me in a match that I care about being okay with the setup. I don't care if I'm winning the setup. I'm still fucking around. I don't care. I want all
Mental
of.
fuckery doesn't improve my riser. Training improves my riser.
I teach all of my guys not to listen to the referee. Fuck it all around. Don't listen to the ref. But then when I got to ref them, I'm like, fuck you. You got to follow the rules. I know what you're doing. I taught you this shit. And then when they don't listen to me, I get stuck, right? I taught them not to listen to that ref, but now I'm the ref and I'm mad that they're not listening to me. So it's a weird little conundrum. But Devon, I hope I get a chance to foul you out of a big.
The thing is, I actually don't cheat the setup. A lot of
I
people
literally
think
hope, I hope it's like
actually don't.
Chinese dog day.
Everything that I do is actually completely legal. That's the thing that messes people up the most. What I do is actually all legal. People have a hard time with it and they like to say I'm cheating, but everything I'm doing is actually legal. Otherwise, I would be
No.
fouled. I would be.
No,
There's nothing that I can be fouled out for.
no, not true.
What can I be fouled out for?
Your refusal to listen to the referee.
What does the ref tell me to do?
The
When a
wrong
referee
thing.
has to give you 73 warnings about squaring your shoulders,
Well, we talk about it and I do square my shoulders.
and then you unsquare them again. The referee gives you a lawful command: keep your shoulders square. Do not bring that
And the
shoulder
thing
back
is,
in.
the thing is,
You don't listen. That is a
I follow
warning.
the commands of the
Hold on,
referee.
Devon. We'll get back to arguing. Trust me, I love arguing with you, especially because I'm always right. But you are the Dave Chafee when we argue, Devon. Just
Is
understand.
my camera
Listen,
fucked up?
We got a
Absolutely. Absolutely.
we got a super chat from Sophie Wilkie again. Oh, Devon, why do the refs allow you to push the strap onto the opponent's upper knuckles while they're applying the strap? Why can't your opponent feel when you do this, like Sandra's?
Whoever wrote that,
Allegedly.
that's definitely a myth. That's
That's
definitely
Silky Wilkie again.
that's urban lore that's out there. You know, it's
Yeah.
I didn't actually watch the Sandra's match. Did you do that, Devon? Like, just blink twice if you did that.
He never does that.
It never happens. Okay, like just pay attention to what's going on in front of you.
Yeah.
Nothing is happening. Nothing.
I
is happening.
did see the clip of you holding the strap for you and Dave.
Yeah, we're asked.
But I was actually upset with you because you didn't
right
fucking
'cause
around. I get it. You were way fucking stronger. You didn't need to do it.
All these people say so much stuff, and it's originated from people who are mad that I beat them. People who are mad when I beat them say things like I cheat this, I cheat that. The truth is, there's a referee right there who's dying to foul me out, and it never happens. Why? Because they're cheating more than I am. That's the unfortunate truth. They're uncomfortable in set. They start to complain. They start to drag things out. If they would just accept the grip that I offer, I'm not covering my thumb knuckle. My wrist is straight. I'm in the center of the table. People are scared to engage. That's
How
the
is it
problem.
that you're able to say this with a straight?
That's
like
true.
you are really, really good at selling this.
He's,
Is
he's-
it
You have one up to me.
Evan, just go and watch some video.
I've watched
the
all of
referee's
the
right
video.
there. The referee can foul me out anytime he wants. The thing
Did
is,
you
most
guys see
people are.
Raymond's? Did you guys see Raymond's talk about his, after pulling Engen? It was
Yeah.
really cool. It was really cool, and
That has a lot to do with Devon cheating in the setup.
Yeah, we got some
no,
more
it
super
doesn't
chats.
actually. No, I was just completely randomly throwing something out there in hopes of sparking fun conversation.
You know what, Dave? I actually love that conversation starter, and I would really like to get back to it. But I do have a super chat to do.
this is
We'll
a
get
funny
back to
super
it.
chat. This is a
So
funny
the next super
chat.
chat, Devon, if you go back to Gennady last round, you think you
Holy
have it in you to win it that day.
I
Don't
have
let
no
ego
tact.
stay in your way next time, big boy.
I have no
Yeah, they're on
tact.
you.
Yeah, I don't think that last round was his. That last round he beat me. That's why I was kind of fine with it. Yeah. No, I was kind of all in on that shoulder. So was he. And That's why I didn't complain too much about it, because in the end he beat my shoulder. But see, that's the thing, Evan, is I do accept when I have some defeat and I absorb that thing and I come back different.
Why does that seem so personal like at me?
I'm just saying the best thing you can do is accept your loss, accept your deficiency, and fix it. Yeah. I won't be the same guy when I pull him. I will not be the same arm wrestler. I will have considerably more inside game. I haven't trained my inside game like basically at all the last couple of years. It's been all outside. Gennady with the floppers press is making me train inside. I've trained inside since he beat me. Since he beat me, I'm working my inside. When I pull him, look what I do with Dave.
I understand that we're frenemies and like we do this back and forth thing, but I can't let you sit here and lie to people. You literally showed up at my house with a case full of Trembolone, said, take this. I need a hooking arm wrestling partner for my next match.
Right.
And I drank all of it, and it just made me poop a lot.
Oh man.
Anyways, we got another super
trouble
chat
with
here.
this boy.
Devin, what will your strategy be against Dennis? Now, I don't want to know your table strategy. I don't care about their question. It was a super chat, but whatever. I want to know
overall
that mentality. Where are you attacking him? How are you trying to fuck him off?
He's
Obviously,
got huge hand.
I know Dennis quite well now. I know him quite well.
Is that dude smart as fuck?
What's that?
Is that dude smart as fuck or what?
Yeah,
he's
he
smart.
can count it up to more than 4, I'm sure.
Yeah, Dennis is a smart guy. But I mean, I know Dennis well. So I don't think there'll be a requirement to go there quite as heavy. I think for the most part, I mean, we'll see how it goes. I don't want to really talk about that match too much until it happens. It'll be a great match. I'll tell you. When Dennis and I pull, it will be fireworks. It's gonna be awesome. I'll probably cut my hair for that one. That's a big deal.
If you want to hear my opinion, I would suggest not trying to get under his skin in any of the buildup and be nothing but respectful. But then upon meeting, slightly started, and every time you see him day of, make him think that we might actually fight to the death. Just to really turn him last minute.
Yeah.
Because that's like a Fedor. Like, you can't
Dennis
play
won't
that
those games.
too long of a game. But you could, everybody's susceptible in the heat of the moment.
I gotta keep training, boy. I gotta keep training.
Why?
I have to start training.
Back at it.
How heavy are you, Evan?
I don't know when your next match is because I don't pay attention to your shit. But Armed Gods is coming up this weekend.
National
Hill
weekend.
versus James
National.
Wall. What do you think?
Brennan.
I'm supposed to pull James Wall left-handed at the beginning of the day.
You're fucked.
Not good for you.
Oh yeah, that bad?
Dude, I haven't seen you train or pull or nothing.
I haven't, which means I'm very fresh.
Yeah.
Dude, I haven't trained this year. Like, seriously, I had the Paul match and it fucked my arm up. And then I was like straight to Philly. I didn't do shit. Then I had hernia surgery. Then I got run over on my motorcycle. Like, I had like 8.
That's true
table
too. He just
sessions
got
all year.
smoked by some
But I'm on a
bitch in
lot
the
of
car.
steroids.
Well, maybe I don't know, buddy. But listen, I gotta run, boys. Hey,
Good night.
Yeah, we'll see y'all soon. See you
As-
Thursday, maybe. See you soon.
Hey, David,
Yes,
fuck
sir.
off.
Good
Good
luck
night.
this weekend.
Good night, Devin.
Later, guys.
Wow. What a boring
That
fucking
was
guest.
fun.
Hey, you got 211 people watching now.
There's
Well, they're all
200
dumb.
people.
Yeah,
watching
211.
us.
Nothing like Devin to spike up the ratings.
Happens.
He
I don't
is
know, man.
arm
It's
wrestling.
like,
Hey, well,
it's kind of sad that 211 people would ever tune in to watch this shit.
let's see
There
how
we go.
quickly it drops off.
Dude, it's going to take like 2
So
minutes.
what did you do today? I fed a fucking snake.
Oh my God, we gotta go to the snake and the worm story again here.
Oh no, okay, you already heard that one.
We
Okay,
heard it,
well,
we
I gotta
heard
come
it,
up
we
with a
heard
new
it.
one. Oh, I don't want to come up with old news. That would be dumb as dirt.
Hey, I'll tell you what I did exciting. I folded clothes, I washed dishes, I did yoga, I smoked crack,
That's because you don't have a wife, Roy.
I worship Satan.
Well, I don't like the worshiping Satan part, but all that other stuff seems pretty cool.
I was just kidding about some of it.
Filthy.
You were
Like,
just kidding about the clothes, eh?
I didn't actually wash any dishes. I live with my mother. It's already
He
done.
likes the socks left for me.
Roy likes his socks
I'm sorry,
crusty
Roy.
and
I
in the
don't know why
corner.
I just did that. I'm sorry, Roy. I don't know why I just.
What?
You disrespect.
Oh,
him,
he has a
dude.
sock right there. He has one of them. There's evidence. He really does do it.
I wasn't
Allegedly.
kidding when I said that's how Roy and I met. I sell him my jizz-filled socks.
Okay, like I'm totally blown away now.
Yeah, you say it's gross, but you don't mind fucking spending the
I
money.
will learn to accept.
Yeah.
The-
How do you think you paid for the new rotors on the
I
van?
will learn to accept these things
Mind your
that
business,
are new
Roy.
to me. It's new to me. I don't know. I've never seen it before. I will learn to accept, but right now
There is no way anybody's selling nudes of you, Gandalf.
Oh man, nude Gandalf's clutch.
nobody wants an old gray wizard, man.
They want to see your old gray wizard.
If there's a girl, I don't want to say.
I gotta piss again. Fuck me.
That's so hot. Like we've
No,
had a very
I'm like so like stay the fuck away from me ish. Like nobody wants a piece of me, man. I'll tell you that much. I
we've
am
had a
so
Well,
well.
there is no way to get near you, Dave, without having massive crabs. Like, you have had those crabs since 73. Those motherfuckers are bigger than your wiener.
Crabs. Oh, you're accusing me of having cooties? Ain't no cooties on me.
Allegedly.
Your crabs have been around so long with my shellfish allergy, I can't get within 7 feet of you.
Ain't no cutie. Ain't no ain't no cooties, and there ain't no cuties on me either.
neither one.
Neither one. Ain't no cooties, and there ain't no cuties.
Hey, what about your cat? Your cat's kind
well,
of cute.
Oh
right?
my God, my cat's still outside.
Go get the
Okay,
cat.
well, she's okay. It hasn't been that long. Hasn't been that long.
She's covered in snow.
It's only been about an hour. Snow.
Yeah. Doesn't it snow
What are
all
you
the time
talking
in
about?
Canada?
Been outside for an hour, she got hit by lightning.
Shut up,
3
Roy.
times today.
That's a shut up, Roy moment right there. That
You mean
was
that- Are you
like,
telling
come
me?
on, man.
Are you
Are
telling me there's no
playing with
snow on
me?
the
Where do you
ground?
live? Where do you live?
Shut
Roy?
up, Roy.
Fucking South Georgia.
Pennsylvania or something? You
Almost
live in
He
Pennsylvania?
lives in fucking Alabama. You know where Roy
No,
lives?
South Georgia, almost Florida.
Alabama.
Florida, so you're southeastern United States.
Yes.
The Alabama
Did
Slammer.
you have, so were you actually sincere when you thought that you were worried about my cat because there'd be snow on it?
Yeah, because it's Canada. It snows all the time there, right?
No, he just lied to you again. Did we all
Do you-
know
are you-
Roy?
I know
is a
you're
lying
fucking with
bastard,
me, Roy.
100%.
I know you're fucking with me because you can't be that fucking stupid.
Uh-oh.
I can be. Yes, I can.
Jesus, Dave.
Ask
You
Beer Man.
never underestimate the stupidity of Roy Baker.
That's right. Ask Beer Man. I'm stupid.
Yeah, like,
Well, I don't think
not
that's
just
very
a little.
nice.
I think he's
I don't think it's
related
very
to
nice.
Forrest Gump. Little Forrest, they call him.
I don't think it's very
Forrest Gump.
nice for you to be so stupid.
Now, David,
Allegedly.
Oh, so you're
sorry.
pre-
when we
Okay.
talked earlier about
So
the
you-
underwear that Gandalf wore, please tell me you're wearing underwear.
I am. And thick wool socks.
Both of those things are actually disappointing, and it's going to make it more difficult to masturbate tonight.
Oh, you wanted it to be like if I was like What do they call that now?
I thought we were gonna go all fucking Scooby Doo, and the robe was getting pulled off, and you were like a '93 Cindy Crawford.
Here's a thumbnail for you.
That might have been her best year. That was a good year for her.
It's definitely better than the 2023 David Tomes.
Well, I was
Yes.
born in 68, so but 69 I hear was a pretty good year.
Yeah, just like you're the '68 guy. It's like you blow
And
me.
the
I'll
funny
owe you
thing
one.
is 69. Oh, never mind. What?
No, if you're a '68 guy, that's your line. You blow me, and I'll owe you one.
Super chat.
I like girls.
Okay, first off, I don't know what the fuck that currency is.
Turkey.
Oh, I'm not reading no Turkish bullshit. But
He's already
I'll read
sent
the
one.
super chat. Grant Diet shared a video. Paul Maiden made Evan cry and run away. What was that about? Why did you leave that live? Something wrong
believe
with
I'm
you
still
and
here.
Grant. Well, one, Grant is a fat piece of shit.
Why do I keep hearing girls?
And I don't have anything about fat people, but I do have something about fat people that are also pieces of shit. And Grant is a fat piece of shit. So whatever he's got against me, I don't give two fucks because he's a fat piece of shit. As far as Paul Maiden made Evan cry and run away, not a thing. We had a tornado warning and a massive storm coming through. I tried to rejoin the fucking Zoom call. I stayed in the chat, but Paul didn't let me back into the actual call. Whatever.
He's a piece of shit. Yeah.
Yeah, Grant is a fat piece of shit.
What country is he in?
Grant needs to be
Scotland.
on a diet.
He's Scottish?
Yeah, actually, Paul Maiden and Connor Sale
Yeah.
did a like interview thing explaining how disgusting of a person Grant is on the members only section of one of their Arm Gods channel. So if you go to the Arm Gods on YouTube, get into their members only section, and you'll learn a little bit about how
Just look at
fucking
the
disgusting of a person
sack of
Grant
shit
is.
he is. So who's more gross, Grant or Stefan?
Who the fuck's Stefan?
Penny
That
lick.
fucking Shrek's fucking Down syndrome half cousin there.
Foot face.
Oh, the talking foot.
The talking foot, yeah.
Yeah. Stefan's actually not a bad person. His
Allegedly.
foot just really reminds me of like, or his face just reminds me of like those foot candies, the way it's shaped and everything. Like his face just looks
Foot
like
candies? What the
a
fuck's
foot.
a foot
Look,
candy?
I'm not trying to make fun of him when I say
They
his
call
face
big-
looks like a
big
foot.
foots or
His
big
face
reds or
looks like
something.
a good looking foot, you know?
Ew, don't be gay.
Like anybody that's got a foot fetish would probably like
Everyone-
that guy.
everyone's
It's
a
not
dude.
me, but whatever. Like, I'm not saying it's like one of those hairy knuckled Robin Williams fucking type foot.
He's a fucking chud. He's a hideous fucking chud. I don't know what the fuck you're looking at.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. He looks like a foot,
Oh, man.
but I'm saying he looks so much like a foot. It's not a bad looking foot.
Hey, Big B, I got a question.
What do you
Would you classify me as a hideous chud?
Oh, man.
What's a chud?
I don't know if I'd go with hideous, but chud for sure.
Yeah, okay. Well, I feel better now.
You know, I
I
wouldn't
feel-
call you a hideous chud, but chud. A bit of a chud,
Troy
yeah.
Baker has either listened to me talk too many times or watched
I don't
Foot
even know what a
too
chud
many
is.
times.
I've seen some stuff.
One of the two.
Clerks 2 is awesome.
What's a chud?
What's it?
David,
I would
we'll
say
tell
Ray
you when you grow
Baker
up.
is similar looking to
We'll explain it when you
that
grow up.
guy who's a
Look,
chud in
Roy,
that movie.
you are definitely a chooch.
Oh,
A
man.
jank. I'm a jank.
No,
Yeah.
you're a chooch.
He's a fucking
Dang.
jank. He's a janky chooch chud.
Oh.
Like
damn.
you would have to be
Chud.
less janky to become a jank. You are so janky, you're a chooch.
Hey, I just thought of something.
Put
If
your
you want-
glasses back on, because I'll say racist things if you have them off.
Uh-oh.
Somebody in
What?
chat, please tell me what the fuck a chud is.
I'm sure if you Google it, Dave,
It's
it'll
a
tell you what
turd.
it
It's
is.
a fucking-
I can't, like, it fucks me up if I have to type in
Like if
shit
you call
while I'm
somebody
I don't
like
trust the
looking
Google,
at my
man.
phone.
Only Google says
Devin's
larrat.
forearm just called Roy Baker a choochie jank chud.
there you go.
Oh, man.
That's
And
it.
see,
That's it.
I don't see how that could be a problem because I don't even know what any of that means.
Roy's gonna go check in his hotel that I booked for him,
Okay,
and
let's
he's gonna
figure out what all this code
he's
means,
like,
man.
Roy Baker. He's like Juicy
What does
Tank
all this
Chud?
shit mean?
Yeah, that's him.
Weird.
Oh shit.
David, don't even worry about it, buddy. Just be glad you don't know some things.
Hey, just remember, did you ever see the South Park episode where somebody took a shit in the urinal? Did you ever see that one, David? You watch South Park?
Blame
No,
Canada.
but I did see
Blame
the episode
Canada.
of everyone into KFC one
That's
night.
one.
And
Blame
they said
Canada.
all the toilets are broken. And I said, I got to take a shit. And they're like, well, I don't know what you want me to do. You're not allowed using the women's bathroom. I said, that's just fine. And I went and shit in their urinal.
Nice.
Okay.
And they gave me a free KFC bucket to wear as a crown. So it was like a really good night for me.
That's
Do
a
you want-
win-win.
Okay.
That's really something.
I got a question. Do y'all want to hear one of the funniest bathroom mishap stories of all fucking time?
I
Go
guarantee
on.
you, I guarantee you, whatever you're about to say, I got a
Just
story
go.
that could top it.
Yes,
but
I want to hear something.
I
funny.
guarantee you we both got several that top
Yeah.
this.
Okay. All right. Well, just
Unless
listen.
Roy starts this off with his cousin that tried to outrun the cops.
Roy Baker gets the floor.
Okay. Listen.
Yeah.
David, you
So-
don't get a choice in this.
So, all right, here we go. So, listen, my mom is, first of all, you have to understand she's crazy. Like,
Okay,
she's-
so this might be a really good story when it starts off with Ma
yes, it's gonna be. I'm telling you. This,
Baker. See, you've been inside of Ma Baker, you know.
okay, so she's nuts. First of all, you have to know that more than the regular. You know, all women are crazy, but she's definitely a lot more
We're
crazy.
not talking walnuts, like Brazil nuts.
Right. So probably about 15 years ago or so now, she's had like her guts. She's had probably, I don't know if what you'd call it. Like she goes alternates between being constipated, then having like explosive diarrhea for like a day or two, and then she goes back to being constipated. Probably irritable bowel syndrome. So she was about 15 years ago. She was at a local grocery store, small town about 12 miles from here, and she was over there shopping. And she was just, you know, going along, pushing her cart. And all of a sudden she was just like, oh my God, my guts just fucking turned over. Like, I was like, oh, and it was like, it's like you go from like, everything's normal. The birds are singing, the sun is shining to holy
My
fuck,
body is forcing crap out.
I have got to get to a bathroom like now. Like this is, it went from 0 to fucking red alert emergency like that. I mean, like immediately. So she takes off and starts running through the grocery store. And she gets back to this place. The bathrooms are like in the back left of the building. She gets there and they're remodeling this fucking place. And they've actually got like the like roped off, like taped off, like don't go in like the women's bathroom. So she's just like on a sprint and she's just like, oh, well, fuck, I got to do something. So she runs into the goddamn men's bathroom and she's like, the only thing the first thing she sees is a fucking urinal on the wall, and she's like, I gotta shit, like this is emergency. She just like jerks her pants down and she tries to back up to the urinal. Of course, she squats down until she's like way like 2 feet below it, and she just shits all over the wall like a fucking pressure washer. Just like
very interesting.
tons of fucking just raw death. I mean, just like brown water with fucking chunks of fucking peas and corn and fucking possum in it. I mean, just brutal. Just like she just shits everywhere and just destroys the fucking bathroom.
You could be a fucking writer with the amount of detail you put into these things.
And then she's like, oh my God. And then she's just like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. She's like, I can't let anybody. She just left her, abandoned her buggy and fucking
That's it. Yeah.
drove home.
Chip and get out of here.
Yeah, I mean, she just nuked it. I mean, she just covered the fucking wall with just raw diarrhea.
It was a crime scene.
Yeah.
All right.
It was a crime scene.
I can't tell like any of my really good public bathroom stories. Like they're definitely legal. But I got one that I can tell. Hold on 1 second.
I have a
Oh,
pretty
shit, I gotta
easy-
do it another way. Hold on.
I have a pretty easy free one to share.
Mine's pretty aggressive. I don't know if I'm gonna tell it or not.
You know, like
I'm debating if I should let the people know about that or if I should
you
keep
know
that one
when
to
you know
myself.
when you're in your early 20s, and you're being kicked out of the bar because you know it's getting late and you gotta polish off your pictures. Fuck. Oh, and it's beautiful out. You go outside, you know, you get kicked out of the bar, you go outside, and you're like, I gotta piss. And I fucking and this guy watched me do it. An old friend watched me. I pissed over like it was at least a 6-foot hedge. I pissed right over it like a rainbow of piss right over that fucking hedge, and he fell on the ground laughing his fucking head off. And then I made him laugh again because we were out going to a job. It was fucking snowing, I think. We're in a van carrying carpet and carpet replacement tools. And yeah, I stopped at some place and yeah, I had to piss like a racehorse. And again, the same fucking guy saw me do it. I pissed right over the phone booth. I just had pressure or something and I just pissed right over the phone booth and the guy again they fell down laughing his head off. And
All right. Well,
anyway, that's done. Thanks.
so my ex-wife was texting me and she was sending me pictures. She found
Very
a
nice
prom
story.
dress for my daughter, and it's upsetting because she looks like such a grown lady and she's so smart. I'm so proud of her. I get a little teared up, right? That's I have never been a good enough person in my life to deserve the kids that I got. But talking about shitting in public places while my ex-wife's texting me, it reminded me of a story. And I sent her the Zoom link, and she's like, there is zero fucking chance I'm dealing with your shit tonight, Evan.
Mhm.
There is zero chance.
Wise woman.
She's like, I'm laying in bed. I'm like, I don't care. Fucking turn the light on. It's just your face. I want people to see your reaction. And I reminded her of the story. She's like, yeah, fuck you. Not happening. Good night. Whatever.
Yeah.
So I was driving home.
You tried.
I was
to get
driving
us
home.
to
We were
that
coming from
agreement.
Ottawa to Pembroke together. And we just got past like the Corral Center. B, you know where that is?
Should I?
Yeah.
Do it.
And-
Should I?
Oh,
Should
get it, India, David. Fucking down it up. Don't be a pussy. Finish it, Dave. Finish it. That's like a half a sparkle puff. Get at it. Man, you should never listen to me. That's a terrible idea. All right. So we're driving home. We hit the Corral Center there. I'm like, I got to shit.
Yeah.
But I think I can make it. I think I can make Armprior the next
I
town.
think I can.
Yeah, I'm like the little fucking bad company that could, you know?
Little turd that could, yeah.
So I'm driving like a motherfucker, and I allegedly was speeding like a motherfucker.
Okay.
We finally make it, and I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna
That was
explode.
live.
We hit the parking lot, I throw it in park, and I am racing the fucking clock to get to that toilet.
That was a stupid idea.
I get into the bathroom. Oh my God. I had this fancy belt that didn't unhook real nice, and it took too much time. And I got bent over, and pants came down, and I exploded before I got seated.
Yeah.
Not my proudest moment,
Yeah.
but it was such a relief to let that motherfucker out. It was terrible.
Ooh.
Oh, just filthy, eh?
And after just sitting back for a minute and just,
Oh,
oh my
I feel
God.
much better now.
Oh, that's better.
Drunken kung fu.
I realized the boxer shorts didn't come down with the pants, and I
I
just
need to
made
buy-
a massive fucking mess.
I need to buy new. I want to buy new
Fuck.
underwear
All
soon.
right.
What's
so I take
good
the
underwear,
pants
nigga?
off. I hang them on the back of the door in the bathroom stall. I gotta slowly peel this fucking pile of shit boxers off.
Ew,
And I don't know what
gross.
to do with them.
Spicy.
What do you do with that? Like, you're all fucked up.
You throw them outside in the trash.
I'm in a bathroom inside of the Tim Horton. Burn it!
Throw
Burn
in
it!
the garbage can and leave it.
Burn it! I'm not walking out of the stall with these things in my fucking hand. I threw them behind the toilet.
Oh,
And then I used as much toilet paper as I could. I cleaned myself up as best I can. I put my jeans back on. I walk out. Look, this is 2:00 in the morning. There is nobody there. Put my jeans back on, walk back out. You know, we've already got our coffee. We're ready to go.
Tell a story about shitting his pants aggressively.
I come up to pay for coffee.
That's
And-
aggressively shitting himself.
I tell these two young workers, like, these are like 15-year-old kids.
Right away.
Like a retard. I can't
I'm
stop.
like, look, guys, you guys are about to have a shitty night. Some poor motherfucker didn't make it to the toilet in time, and there is shit everywhere in there. These two fucking teenagers turned and looked at each other, didn't say a word. Rock, paper,
All
scissors.
those two sons of guns.
And then the one kid that lost just walks in and starts trying to clean up all of my shit that was everywhere.
ugh.
And I have never been prouder.
Hey, Austin Jagger's in the chat. Send him the link.
I would send him a link, but if he's in the chat, that means he's drunk. And if he's drunk, he's probably going to try to pull meat on the show.
Yeah.
He won't do that.
I don't want to see it.
I think I
Mhm.
just
You
found
want-
my glasses.
You tried last time.
Man, you know what? That's actually not even the most fucked up stop I've ever had in that Tim Hortons bathroom.
Oh, lovely.
I usually
No,
just
you gotta
avoid
hear this.
public.
Once
Oh my
again,
God. Oh
so
my God.
that night I was on my way
About,
home from arm wrestling in Ottawa.
I
This night
ordered.
I was also on my way home from arm wrestling in Ottawa. And I stopped at the same Tim Hortons in Armprior. B, you know the one.
Yeah.
And I stopped in and I just had to take a piss, get a coffee, back on the road. So I'm standing at the urinal, I'm taking a piss, and this little old man, like if Dave was 15 years older, struts up to the urinal next to me.
Which day?
Okay, no big deal. And you hear the unzip, and then I hear this weird clunk. What the fuck?
Okay, we'll see if you can't go and save the rest for them.
I gotta look. What the fuck was that sound? There was a plunk. And I look down, and this old man's got a fucking dangler that's gotta be fucking 18 inches soft. It fucking slapped into the urinal and rolled around. What the fuck? Like, there is no way that old man could get a hard on and stay conscious at the same time. Not possible. I looked over at it and I
Best
knew
story
immediately this motherfucker flopped it down noisily just to get my attention. Because when I looked over, I saw it, I was like, what the fuck? And I look up at him, he's looking at me, he's like, yeah. We just called Timmy's dick because this thing was fucking enormous. And he had no problems with just fucking lopping fucking 18 inches of fucking soft dick into a fucking public urinal. Like, he didn't give a fuck. There's no way he uses that thing. The guy's like 80 fucking years old. And with a dick that size, you can't get a hard on. Like, you'll fucking die. You're losing way too much blood supply to your fucking brain. You'll die. He's just trying to show off a softie. But fuck, there's no way to get that kind of image out of your fucking head. What the fuck?
That should be your next tattoo, a picture of that
That
dick.
sounds to me like that old man sexually assaulted you in a public bathroom. That's all I took from that story. Like,
Well, yeah, that definitely happened.
Was it George Michael?
Like hashtag me too. I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
David
exactly.
Tomes when he was
Hashtag me
younger, but
too.
looked older.
man. And what did he tell you? He
Older
told
than
you,
what?
he told you 10 to look at it, for your 20
You
to
know,
touch
the
it.
funny
or what?
thing, if you look, oh, I don't want to say. I
Say
don't want
it.
to say the name.
Do it. You can do it.
You know what?
I thought Engin was a lot older than me, but I'm 54 and he's 48.
He's a lot younger than you.
Yeah, I thought he was way older than me.
But speaking of interesting stops
He
that we've
looks
had,
different. He looks different. Like he
In
had
our
a hard life.
David, you're
Or
gonna get muted again. So
Okay, bye.
speaking of interesting stops that we've had at that Tim Hortons, and there's a gas station right across the road. I was at work one day. It's January. It's awful snowy. We're doing a roof. We're miserable. It's nobody wants to fucking shingle in the winter. It sucks. But we spend too much money on drugs, alcohol, and hookers all summer, and you don't pay the rent all winter if you don't go to work. We weren't that bright.
Mhm.
We decided we're going to need a large supply of booze to get through the day.
Hallelujah.
My older brother came to work with us that day, but basically, holy shit, that's getting fucked up. Basically, his job that day was to drive to and from like the booze store, etc. We ended up blackout fucking drunk like mid-afternoon, and the snow started coming. And we shut it down because we're too drunk to work anymore. I jumped over the peak of the roof and I just slid down the roof through the snow with a rope in my hand. And when I hit the bottom of the roof, I just tightened my hand on the rope and I stood up. I'm looking down. We're 3 stories over a fucking dumpster. I'm like, fuck. Sure glad that worked out because now I look cool and I didn't die, because if I would have fucked that up, I probably would have. Right. So I go down the ladder and we got to explain to the customer, like, look, it's snowing too hard. We can't work anymore. But you can't sound too drunk or they'll know that you're just too drunk to work anymore. And I get there and they are hammered drunk, already talking to the customer. As I'm like, why the fuck are you idiots talking to the customer? You should be waiting in the truck. That's my job. What the fuck? We already had a 66 or whiskey into us.
Oh my God.
Anyways, I explained to the
Fucking
customer, like,
60.
yeah,
What are they
so
walking around with?
they're delirious from the cold.
Yeah,
But
the
either
cold-
way, we tarped it off. We got to shut down. We'll be back tomorrow. We hit the truck on the way home. Now, some of the guys got a little too drunk that day. Not me. I was good. But everybody else. The 2 guys in the back seat, my buddy Mikey and my buddy Shaw, they were drunk as fuck. And they just wanted to argue with everybody. You can't feed some people whiskey. They started fighting, like fist fighting in the backseat of a Tacoma. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, we got to drive. You guys got to relax. So I turned around, I grabbed the 2 of them, and I set them back into their seats. And one of them had a real big problem with me, like, bossing him, setting him back like that. So when I turned around, he's sitting right behind me. So I'm in the passenger seat of the truck. My brother's sober, he's driving. And my buddy Mikey's sitting right behind me. He's getting really upset because of how drunk he is, that I just tried to like dad him and tell him,
I don't know what that
you're not allowed to act like that, right? He's sitting back there. He's just getting madder and madder. You're not my fucking. Why the fuck are you talking to me like that? And he got angry enough. He just reaches around the front seat, fucking hooks me in the side of the face, like, you motherfucker. I had to turn around, climb over the seat, grab him, pin him down, give him a couple of smacks. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? He's like, well, fuck, you can't treat me like that. I'm like, look, you settle down. And it's the end of it. I turned around. I was like, oh, that motherfucker. The guy next to him
Okay, yeah.
gives him a hard time. He's like, "You're gonna let him treat you like that?" So those two start fucking driving each other in the back seat while we're driving down the highway. I'm like, "What in the fuck?" So I gotta reach back and separate them again. And the one guy fucking settles down, but my buddy Mikey, he ain't listening to none of it because he's already mad at me. That's why he's fighting the other guy. And he starts swinging at me. I gotta give him a smack, like settle the fuck down. And he sits back. He's like, "Fuck you, Evan." Now I turn around back. Adam, I'm sorry you got to deal with this shit. Sorry, man. But he's getting madder and madder listening to this shit. And he fucking reaches out, gives me another fucking big hook right in the side of the fucking face. I'm like, "You cocksucker." So I turn around and I'm like, that's it. Now I'm fucking upset about this. I'm going to give it to him. But our buddy in the other seat in the back is trying to break it up. Like, he doesn't want to see anybody get beat up. He's like, "No, stop. And somehow I glanced one off of Mikey's face and broke Sean's nose, like turned it fucking sideways. And it finally calms down. And then you got Sean sitting in the back seat. He's like, "My nose just got broken for you." So he wipes his fucking blood out of his nose, wipes it on Mikey's face, and away they go again. So we literally had fist fights going in this fucking truck the whole way from Canada to Armprior. We finally get to Armprior.
Been there, done that.
I get out of the truck. I'm like, "Adam, take Sean, go to the liquor store, get us some fucking booze so we can calm the fuck down." Right? More booze, always the answer.
Yeah.
And I take my buddy that's losing his fucking mind, and I pull him around the back of the gas station. I didn't know there was cameras there. So I pull him around to the back of the gas station. We're like, "Dude, you gotta fucking relax. Like, you're losing your fucking mind. You're trying to fight me. You're trying to fight him. Like, what the fuck is going on?" He's like, "Oh, I don't like you trying to tell me what to do. You're not my dad. I'm a grown-ass man. You're not my real dad." That's why I keep saying that all the time.
You're not my real dad.
From that night where he told me, "I'm a grown-ass man and you're not my real dad." Like, okay. Well, Mikey, no, I lied to him. I was trying to play a guilt card on my buddy. I tried to fuck him around. I thought he was drunk. Like, this is the best way to settle him down. It's like, well, the truck left. They're headed back to town. And you and I now need to walk home. And it's a 45-minute drive. So it's going to take like 7 hours for us to walk home.
Just a 7-hour walk.
Right. And he was all upset. He's like, "Well, why did you stay? Why didn't you go? Why didn't you just let me walk by myself?"
School back in the day.
Dave, don't make me mute you. So, Mike, why didn't you just go? Like, let me walk by myself? I'm like, "Well, because you're my best friend, and I'd never do that for you. I love you, buddy. So I will walk with you." Now, I knew goddamn well the truck's going to be back in like 10 minutes. Right? But I'm trying to like play on some heartstrings and get him to calm down. And he looked at me. He's like, "You're a fucking idiot if you would act like that for me." And he swings at me. What? Like, holy fuck. So I just grabbed him. Like, he was really fucking drunk. I just grabbed him. Like, imagine he's wearing like a vest or like
Destroy that.
and I just grabbed, like, and I just
Kill it.
slapped him one way over my head onto the pavement, but he still wanted to swing. So I just ripped him off the ground and flopped him the other way.
Ripped him.
I treated him like a fish that you like didn't want flopping around anymore. Like, when will you stop flailing?
Got him like a fish.
And
oh, sorry.
Jess, just stay out of the conversations, honey. Yes, you read the note on his door that night. So I finally flopped him around enough where he stopped fighting back. I was like, "Look, we still gonna walk home. You might want to calm down."
I can't stop crying.
He did. He got up, gave me a hug, as drunkens do. "Love you, buddy. I love you too. Blah, blah, blah." We walk out to the front. The truck's still there. He looks at me. He's like, "You son of a bitch. You knew the truck was here." Well, yeah, I was trying to calm you down. It didn't work. Whatever. We get in the truck. We get drunk to ride home. The other guy in the back seat ended up puking, and he tried to like hold all of the puke in his hands, and then like jump. So we had like the suicide doors. So like the front seat had to come down for you to get out. And as he tried to get out to dump the puke out, his foot got hung up on the fucking seatbelt, and he just like sprayed his face with his own puke. It was fucking hilarious. And then he laughed his ass off because he's covered in his own puke. And he started doing snow angels. Whatever. We ended up
Kinda
back to the
gross.
apartment finally.
Kind of gross.
We get home at like midnight.
So
Drunk
it's
as
not
fuck.
gross.
Look, it was dark at like 6 o'clock. It took 6 hours to get an hour and a half drive in. Like, it's not good. So we get home at like midnight. It's like shower, straight to bed. We got to be up at 5 to go to work again. I'm thinking this is just a normal fucking Wednesday.
Hopefully.
Wake
Yeah.
up in the morning and there's a note taped to my buddy's fucking bedroom door. You broke my shoulder, you son of a bitch. I quit.
What? What?
So during that whole fucking slamming him back and forth like a thing,
Damn.
it broke his shoulder and his collarbone. And like, so the beer wife, Jess, she didn't even bother waking me up to tell me. She got up because he was like moaning in his other bedroom so loud. She had to get him, drive him to the hospital, get the x-rays. His shoulder and his collarbone were all busted to fuck. What a night.
Yeah, that sounds pretty shit.
It's pretty
Fun,
wild.
though.
Do you
The
need
fun
legal
part
help?
about that, okay, so the reason I even brought that up, because we were talking about
Do you
that Tim
need
Hortons.
legal help?
I went back to the Tim Hortons like a few days later. And I literally had the fucking people, the like teenagers working behind the counter at Tim Hortons at night, telling me like, hey, aren't you the guy that was over at the gas station the other night that we all saw the fucking video footage from? Like,
I'm taking off my glass.
Empire's a small town. They took the video footage off the surveillance camera from the back parking lot. I'm like, everybody saw it. That's how you become a fucking legend.
Yeah.
Just break your best friend's bones on camera in front of people.
Well, I mean, he was drunk and, you know, wasn't intentional, but it was a byproduct of his out of control drunken behavior.
Okay, well, I was drunk as fuck too. We got back to work the next day. Well, I mean, he didn't, obviously, he quit. But I went back to the job site the next day, sat up the ladder, go up the rope. I check out that rope that I slid down, and like, remember I said I just like grabbed onto the rope and stood up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That rope wasn't attached to fucking anything.
Well, that's not very secure.
It was literally just laying on the roof. It was like wrapped around a couple of bundles.
That's not a secure rope.
Who did that?
I should have died. I don't know. We
Attempted
were fucking
murder.
drunk. Nobody knows. All
Well,
I know is you can't give a 21-year-old the kind of money that they were giving me. They will make bad decisions every fucking time.
You will, for sure.
Any 21-year-old
Can't
that
believe
gets
it.
into roofing will make a bad decision every fucking time when you give them that kind of money.
Dude, man, fucking roofing was the family business. I remember I was like
My eyes are so
12, and my dad brought me onto the site, and he literally there was like 4 tons of dirt there, and he's like, I want you to take all that shit and throw it into this dump box. I'm like, what the fuck is this? This shit took me like a fucking week just to clean that pile of dirt, man. But I remember I learned at that age, I'm like, man, this is hard fucking work, man. I remember I appreciated like what he did, you know what I mean?
See,
Yeah.
and that's how you know that B is smarter than I am.
Yeah. And then I turned like
He
14.
did that a little bit, and by like 15, he's like, you know what? I'm gonna get so big, they're never gonna ask me to do this.
Yeah, well, that did really work because look at me, and I've been on the roof for quite a few years, you know?
No, Jess, that was not the night that Spanky burnt your car. But oh, that was hilarious. So the whole time that we were driving back and forth to Ottawa. That's why I had my brother drive us that day. Because like 2 days before that, we got drunk as fuck, still on that same roof. And on the way home, whatever. I was like fucking 21. I'm making too much money. We got fucked up every day, whatever. And on the way home, one of the guys in the back seat fucking dropped a cigarette and it burnt a big hole in the beer wife's fucking car. So she had this like 92 Mercury Topaz, Robin's Egg blue. The fucking stereo that I put into it for Christmas that year was like 4 times more expensive than her car was. And the fucking one of the guys working for us dropped a cigarette and passed out, and it burnt a big hole in the fucking seat. And we got home, and she's like yelling at me, like, "You burnt a hole in my fucking seat, you asshole!" I'm like, "It wasn't me, it was Spanky." And she's like, "Yeah, you have a guy in the car named Spanky. That doesn't sound made up." I'm like, "Fuck, we actually had a guy named Spanky working with us." Like,
Yeah, and he burned her car seats.
The old Spankmeister, eh?
oh, she found out a few days later that there was actually a Spanky working for us. I was actually the sober driver that night, but I didn't even know that Spanky burnt up the seat.
Spank driver career.
Oh, dude, we had so many fucked up things happen when we were doing that whole fucking stretch that
Evidently.
there is no way I could tell half of the stories without somebody saying, "There's no way that's true."
I just can't stop laughing.
We had some fucked up nights.
It sounds
We have,
Yeah,
we have,
it
me and
does
you have some
sound very
legendary nights.
outlandish.
Legendary.
Oh, dude. We had a fucking little French guy. So
We had a little French guy.
Frog.
we were on our way to work one day, and this just like in that same stretch of time. We worked every day. Like, we're drunken fucking roofers that are 21 years old. Like,
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck how much I drink today. I'm still able to show up in the morning. I can work
Yeah.
through anything, right?
Oh, it's
I don't
Old
care
man
terrible.
who
taught
you
me-
are. I don't care. Yeah. You
This
come
is a
on,
rule
do
of
my
life.
job.
I don't
Bang,
care
bang,
how much you
bang,
drink
boom.
at night.
Yeah.
If you wake up in the morning and you're still the
fucking
hardest
business.
worker on the fucking crew, they can't give you shit for what you did last night. But you better
That's
be the
right.
hardest worker the next day if
Yep.
you're showing up a bag of shit.
Yeah.
Bro,
So
I'll
I
tell- I'll
worked
tell you
hard
what-
as a motherfucker because I love getting all fucked up every night.
I'll tell you what's
Yeah.
not fun. I'll tell you, working off a hangover on a hot fucking roof, especially when you're riding bitch, like getting bundles and nails and cleaning dirt and stuff, is fucking terrible. It's
Yeah, I'll tell
fucking
you another
shit.
thing. Running on Monday morning with a bunch of
Even when the
bunch
roof
of,
is shingle.
a
Don't
bunch
even
of
compare a
soldiers.
rucksack to a
with a
fucking
bunch-
roof, Dave.
Try running
You
on
fucking
Monday
lose.
morning with a
Look,
bunch of
if you want to
soldiers.
fucking throw
in
that Dave
Petawawa.
story about how bad a hangover is, you go right
You
ahead.
can smell
But if
the
you're gonna say
alcohol.
going for a
It's like
fucking
a
ruck march,
platoon of an alcoholic platoon of like a platoon of. Oh, I'm probably cut off.
look, I know New Fraser very well. I actually get home on July 3rd. July 4th is Fraser's birthday, so I'll be down in the city to visit his grave. You know where the memorial is there?
Did you cut me off,
No.
White Wolf with
Okay.
a super chat.
Fraser?
Super chat.
Oh no, it's
I love Fraser.
12
I
month
met him. He
member.
was a friend. We had a friendship.
You should probably meet me at his headstone to have a shot of Jack for his birthday on the 4th.
Send me deets.
Well, you know where the memorial is.
No.
Well, where do the soldiers
What
get
the
Ottawa?
what the war memorial?
Yeah, in Ottawa.
Oh my God! Do you know that I was one of the guys like on the guard of honor that fired the shots when we were putting the remains of the unknown soldier back into the ground there. I was one of the guys, and I can show you the video.
Why are
I
your
don't-
eyes closed?
Why are my eyes closed? Because I'm
Because they're sparkly. When
Looking
he closes them, he
inside.
sees the sparkles.
looking
And one of your
inside.
eyes is sparkly and the other one is puffy.
Oh, fuck.
I'm sorry, I'm really buzzed, and I've been drinking.
You're
That's the
fucking
point,
legend,
Dave. I
You'll
love
never
it.
change.
I'm just saying we are going on July 4th down to the the military cemetery there. For
Where?
Fraser's birthday. We do every year. You are more than welcome to come have a shot of Jack in his memory.
I actually, that would be really cool. Please somehow send me the details.
Well, keep July 4th open. You know where it is.
I got nothing to do ever.
And your Tesla will drive you there. You don't even need to worry about driving back, right?
Yeah, it's making some funny noise in the front axle
It
area.
looks like Roy exited the room to go check on some of his victims he got chained up, but he had a very deceivious walk when he went into that dark room.
Uh-oh.
Man, I had like a
Roy
list
Baker.
of fucking mama
Roy
jokes to
Baker.
make at Roy
What's Roy
tonight.
Baker got?
I
I'm
got
telling
some
you,
drunk
Dave,
stop.
he's telling someone like it puts the lotion on its skin or else it gets the hose again. Like right now.
Well, it'll do what it's told unless it wants the hose again.
All right. So we got that White Wolf membership chat. Being a member on Evan's channel for 12 months feels like a year in real life. Weird how that works, eh?
Yeah,
Who hasn't had a little French guy? Wolf, I actually almost wore that fucking Bush t-shirt tonight on the show. But I wanted to keep it clean so I could bring it to Wales.
Whatever happened to Mike?
There's
Whatever
a
happened to
camera
Mike?
in front of me.
I didn't hear what you said, because there was a wizard casting a
Dave
spell.
likes mimicking you. When you start talking, that's when Dave just starts doing his thing, you know?
Yeah,
But-
he was casting a spell, so I didn't hear what you said.
So do you still have the shirt that I got you that one year, or is it fucking is it worn out?
Oh, my superpower?
Yeah,
Oh no, that's around.
it's lingering. It's on the linger.
I wear it for special occasions only, basically.
That's good.
You know what's the funny thing about that shirt? Is I only wear it when I'm planning on getting fucked up.
That's
Like,
good.
I won't wear that shirt on a day-to-day because I don't want to be a chooch. right?
But when you really want to show them your superpower, you wear it.
So if
Oh no, what the chooch?
Dave, learn to Google, my friend. So Jess just said in the comment section that shirt's packed. That's ready to go to Wales with me.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
his vagine hang like wizard sleeve.
Yeah, his vision hang like sleeve of wizard. Very nice.
Is anybody else
wearing-
getting like
actually, I'm
super
wearing
aroused, or
Malika,
the 700 milligrams a day of fucking Cialis I take? I don't know.
How much, Gypsy, for these 700 milligrams? I take from you. You will give them to me, or I will take them from you.
Hey, the beer wife says your superpower is pissing her off daily.
Hey, Roy, you know what? This sounds like a great time for me to tell you to shut the fuck up,
Sounds like
Roy.
a lot of
Damn it.
I don't know what
Damn
you
it,
call
Roy.
that.
You're doing it again, Roy.
The word for it.
So I am very good at pissing her off.
Go
Possibly
figure.
better than anybody else. I can guarantee you, though, I am better at pissing Devon off than anybody else.
He's no longer here to defend himself, though.
You know what's funny?
Right, which makes this so fun. It's like sitting ducks, much like my sitting grapes in my fucking shorts because I have a hemorrhoid problem.
Speaking of sitting ducks, I actually have I shouldn't talk about it, but I do. It's like I have a room and it's specifically dedicated. I have people's pictures, and it's for Armed Gods Canada, and it's like I have a specific cocktail of substances, we're gonna call them, that I'm specifying for each person. You know what I mean? That's why I need Connor to hurry up and win this fucking match so he can for sure get over here, because I need to put him up on the board and figure out what I'm gonna do for him. You know, I got one for Roy Baker, and I'm telling you right now, it's the straight up Weekend at Bernie's special. It's gonna be a haymaker.
Oh my
And
gosh.
if he lives, then I'll have some more respect for him. You know, if he makes it back to America, then he'll be all right in my books. But if he doesn't, then we'll always think of him fondly. You know what I mean? And he'll be close to us. Yeah.
Yeah, y'all will be
So,
talking
see,
about
here's
me.
the problem. I'm caught in a conundrum.
Yeah, people are going to be caught in all sorts of conundrums.
Good
Like,
word, Beer Man.
I
Good
actually
word.
kind of like Roy Baker. I think he's a fun guy, you know, and I like fun guy, right?
Yeah.
Mushrooms
By
are
that, I
good.
mean, I like eating a lot of mushrooms.
Bro, mushrooms has been done. We're doing something else.
You owe me a
Roy
beer.
is kind of like fun. I like having him here. I like picking on him. It's like everybody needs that fucking step kid that nobody actually likes that you can take out your frustrations with and beat on.
Yeah.
So
But B, you're my boy. Like, fuck.
Yeah.
Like, I'm caught in that tough spot where, like, I want to tell Roy, do not come to Arm Gods Canada. You stepped out of line with my buddy B a couple of times, and it's gonna be a really bad fucking thing if you show up. But
No.
I'm really good. Like, B is my boy, and I don't want to fucking dive him out like that.
man.
So
Me and B are buddies. We're close. We're buddies.
all right,
I don't know,
Roy.
man.
Look,
don't think
I
you've
tried
ever
to
liked a
like
single one of my Instagram
soft
pictures,
reveal
Roy.
that you
I don't know
shouldn't
if we- I
come.
don't
You
know if
want to
we really are
fuck me
friends.
off. I hope you fucking deserve this.
My girlfriend said you were the favorite, so I dumped.
Me and old Stranglebanger are starting to experiment with some stuff. Like,
Strangle banger.
yeah. Like we're going into some different realms. We're figuring out what works.
Hold
what
on.
doesn't.
You can't just fucking gloss over that. Roy, you heard that correctly.
I've heard the strangle bangers.
Banger is a real dude.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he is every bit as fucked up as you would think he is hearing that name.
Yeah.
I've heard the strangle banger story.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
I don't think you have.
His name is Maynard.
Hey, David,
Yeah.
what
Hey.
the fuck?
Hey, man.
How would
Come
you
on,
like
man.
it to be if we said, like, hey, you know, the guy that stole that pack of
What
guns
is it?
from that corner store in
Dropping
72,
guppies.
his name is
Dropping
David
guppies.
Tomes. Fucking relax, you.
Is it a secret?
But I can tell you right now, we're figuring some stuff out. We're mixing things. We're figuring out like some tunnels. We're some tunnels. You know, we're navigating right now. We're navigating the map. We're fucking mapping it out. You know what I mean? We're figuring out which tunnels go where. We're figuring out the landscape of things. But when we introduce people to something specific, because we've already been doing a couple things that have been working like that mixed together well. And we're trying some different stuff now. And we're going to be having a very specific practice that if you come to, like, you better have your big boy pants on, because it's going to be one for the fuck. It's going to be like the Easter. It's going to be the Easter special. If you know what the Easter special is, then yeah. Yeah.
I got a little bit of inside on
Yeah.
this. And I can't believe that anybody is willing to come back twice.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
They keep coming. And
and they tell each other the stories. And they're like, you know what? I want to get big bead.
Yeah, exactly. I want to see God. You know what I mean? I want to talk to my dead relatives. Like, yeah, that's all. That's
Yeah,
all.
I got an
Awesome.
issue like that too. I got a table, but nobody wants to play with me, so
you can
everybody's
find-
telling me to play with myself.
Come to Ottawa.
So
Yeah.
here's the thing. You can actually DP yourself if you know how to use a table properly.
No. Well, I have a pulley system.
Let's go
I
to
have a
fuck
pulley
that.
system,
Oh,
and,
Oh,
and
you
I'm
go
gonna get
airtight if you got a
fucking-
pulley system.
and I'm getting fucking angry now, and I'm gonna. I think I want to play soon.
All I'm going to tell you, Roy, is a good advice. Is all you got to do is you just anchor right onto the big guy.
How big are you, Evan?
Just do whatever I do. As long as you're doing what I'm doing, you'll have the time of your fucking life, and you'll be okay.
I'll just
You'll
follow
be-
your
I'll
lead.
be like this
I'm
Sherpa.
only
I'll
200
scream for you.
pounds. I'm only
David,
200
David, hold
pounds.
on.
over the
Those
hill.
guys are at something real good.
Yeah.
I'll follow your
Roy,
lead.
basically, B is telling you if you come to Ottawa and you want to have a good time, just walk around and hold B's pocket.
Exactly.
That's what I'm gonna do.
It's good. It's a
That
good
does
call.
not surprise me at all, Roy.
Couldn't go wrong there.
Yeah, it's not a bad call. It's not a bad call.
Couldn't go wrong there.
All right. So we still have an awful lot of lingering from Devon that I would like to take advantage of.
Yeah. So what
Can't
shall
believe
we discuss? Because I'm actually probably gonna have
I gotta
to
like
hit the
fly
early.
tomorrow and do a lot of driving and
Real human stuff.
how about you guys? I'll give you guys 10 minutes to
got
not
nothing to
suck
do.
all by yourselves.
Well, what? So you could take a break?
We
Yeah.
got White Wolf with the super chat.
Fucking Wolf. The Irish, English, Welsh took the other 3 t-shirts I had in the van for you, allegedly. Fox was supposed to give you 4,
Love
but he
laughing.
fucked it up. Oh, and he's Scottish allegedly. So I owe you 3 more shirts. Dude, you owe me all sorts of shirts. You also owe me a fucking wedding card, Wolf, you son of a bitch. Don't tell me that Marcus fucking robbed you. That's
Wolf, get me up on a quick 3XL. You know what it is. The big guy rocking the 3X. Holla at your boy. I just think a onesie and greeting, just a little onesie.
if I wasn't positive nobody watches this shit,
Yeah.
I wouldn't call this out.
Yeah.
But when Big B says he's down to a 3XL,
120 people on Earth. are
fucking
watching
Rob
us.
Frampton, I'd better be fucking paying attention. Because when Big B's down to a 3X, that motherfucker's meaning business.
It's getting there. It's getting
Dude.
there. When I go from the 4 to the 3, it's
eyes
getting
can't
dangerous.
I'll be pulling with Rob this weekend.
I need toys.
Yeah, yeah,
Got
yeah.
you on that. We'll get
Yeah,
some
yeah,
good
yeah,
recon.
Exactly. Get some recon for me. You know what? I was doing a bit of recon. Like getting to Ireland is cheaper than getting to London. I've been trying to do some maneuvering.
How much is it?
I found a couple of one-way flights where I could get them for like $800-900, like 800 to 1,000 range. You know,
Is
ways
it hard to get a passport?
No, passport. You just gotta spend if you're lucky and it's not busy, then you're in and out of there easy peasy. But if you go there and it's a shitstorm, you either come back another day or you just sit down and grin and bear it. You know what I mean? Like I sat down, like grin and bear it. It took me like 4 or 5 hours, but I don't have to go back there for 10 years. You know, once you go do it one day,
But you can do that 4 or 5 year or 4 or 5 hour wait.
Yeah.
And do a 10-year passport.
Exactly.
But it's going to take you 2 to 3 months to get your passport.
Yeah.
But like,
you can pay another $300 and get it like tomorrow.
I
So
don't
Dave,
really
like,
have any.
say you booked a flight and it leaves tomorrow, or sorry, say it leaves in 2 days, and you went there tomorrow. You have your passport that day, so you can make your flight. Like they make it happen for you.
So here's the problem.
No, I'm stuck.
I
I'm
got a
stuck
10-year
here.
passport.
I'm stuck here forever.
Back in the
until I
day.
get, like,
Yeah.
one of those things.
And I didn't know it was expiring this summer.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it's like, hey, you guys got to fly to fucking Wales this summer.
Need permission
week.
to travel around.
So I got to
my
fucking
planet.
haul my ass down to Ottawa. Fuck
Fuck
I need to get
permission.
Marcus to give me a letter saying I'm working at this event, blah, 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 blah. So that I can get a rush renewal on the goddamn passport.
Nice.
What a pain in the ass.
Yeah, well, I mean, you weren't there too long, so you got lucky.
Yeah, there was nobody there. I walked in, it was empty.
Yeah, you got lucky.
Yeah, I had this weird fat guy that smelled bad talking to me at first. And then I had this like cute little chick that smelled even worse, but she made it happen real quick. So whatever.
Nice.
You're a funny one.
Fuck
Very
you.
nice.
Fuck you.
Very much excited. Very much excited.
All right. I gotta fuck off for a minute here.
Goodbye.
I would like to say I'm going to take a piss, but I'm going to be far longer than taking a piss. I'm actually Yeah, I'm gonna go have sex. I'll be back in like 10 minutes.
No, just
No, it'll
then
be like
kick me off. Oh, you fucker.
2 minutes. If you're
You
I
gonna
can
have,
didn't
leave.
mean that literally. Oh, did I just say that?
it'll be 2 minutes, not 10.
Well, hey, every minute is a good minute when it comes to love, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let me look in the chat here. Yes, spermies.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
man's gotta do what a man's
Boy,
gotta
no, see,
do.
like, boy, I'm just gonna. I'll just, as long as you hang around me, I'll introduce it to him
she got his attention and there was no saying no. She got his attention and there was no saying no. And he had to go. He had to leave
Yeah.
us for now,
There you go.
just
Well,
for a little while until
I'm trying to
the
go to a
storm
different subject
subsides.
because I don't
Until
like
the
thinking about
storms
being man doing what he's doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is kind of disturbing. I'd rather think about like a train wreck or
like the train wreck that like you're gonna be within 20 minutes.
like a
Of being in
hailstorm or a tornado or some other.
Why would you wish such destruction upon your friends?
I'm not saying about him on him. I'm just saying I'd rather think about any of these things than him actually having sex with with another person.
Okay.
That's far more disturbing than thinking about him having sex with himself.
I don't really want to think about that.
All right, so here's the thing. I'm really good at it. She even made me a sandwich.
Yeah.
She even made me a sandwich. I'm so
Oh
good.
man, now
A bologna sandwich. Is that bologna? Is that bologna?
No, that is status.
Yeah, but there's
That
mock
is
chicken too.
status.
Mock chicken.
That is status.
I remember mock chicken sandwiches from a very young age.
Like a woman who like randomly makes
Here's the thing: if you've got the right
you've been a good
salt,
boy or
pepper,
something,
mustard, mayo
that's a good
fucking
woman.
correlation sorted out, bologna and mock
Sounds like
chicken
he's
is a
very
fucking
confident.
gourmet.
Woman takes
So
care
here's
of
the thing: if you know how to disappoint somebody properly,
Oh yes,
will
I
get a
fucking
sandwich.
do know how to fucking piss people off.
I like David because he's on a totally different planet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would probably agree. There's not much of a chance that he's on the same one as us.
What matters?
Nothing.
David, are you actually a wizard?
I'm Dave. Yeah, but I don't know. Your question is weird.
Yeah, but your garb is not.
Oh yeah, I got all the shit. I got fucking yeah. Oh, there's even a.
Uh-oh.
I can just pull this. If I can do it again, it's all over the place. There's a hood here somewhere.
You were like the worst fucking wizard ever.
I'm like the worst wizard ever. I'm
You
like
gotta pull your hood up to
fucking
cast a
fail
spell.
wizard.
Like fuck's
Like
sake, it's taking you
wizard
7 minutes to
failure.
try to put your hood on. Don't
Can't
even worry
even
about trying to
put
get
his
your
fucking
wand.
hood
Fuck
on it.
me. Are you a wizard, David?
Yes.
Mm-mm.
I mean, look at him. I mean, you don't even have to ask that question. Look at that. That's a
Yeah,
wizard.
well, you asked those same questions 9 minutes apart. Okay, I get it.
Ask me something that you want to know.
Would you beat Gandalf in a wizard's duel? What
No.
about Harry Potter?
Which do you prefer, hamsters or gerbils?
What? Shut up, Roy.
Shut up, Roy.
This is
Which one
a
tastes
family
better?
show. What the fuck?
As a pet.
Yeah, as a pet in your asshole. You fucking
No,
weirdo.
no.
I'm gonna
Roy,
buy
I have known you for too long, and you have been buying my cum-filled socks for way too long. for me to
You
know
not
what?
know that
Absolutely.
you were
Hey,
fucked up when you asked that
You know
question.
why he's asking,
Shut
right?
up, Roy.
He's got both in
David
his butt
Jones.
right now, and whatever he answered, he
Yes,
was gonna go wrong. He's gonna
I'm
go,
a
"Hey."
biologist and I
David
support the
Tomes,
protection of
as a wizard,
wildlife.
would you beat Harry Potter in a duel?
Yeah, I just probably walk up to him and punch him right in his fucking feeble face.
Yeah.
That
I'm
has
pretty
always
sure like, a
bothered me.
lot of people
What?
have a good chance of beating Daniel Radcliffe in a fist fight.
Honey, I was ahead of schedule. I disappointed you early.
You
mad at
probably
me.
didn't expect me to. Is that what you expected me
She's
to
upset.
say?
She didn't even get her pants off and I was done. Like,
If it's sort of like a grenade, you just pull the pin and you wait a couple seconds, and then kaboom.
Kaboom!
like, don't worry about taking it off. We'll just slide my diaper to the side.
Ew.
Slide your diaper to the side. Okay, that sounds really
I just heard
fucking.
I heard the ew in the background. Oh,
It's like
man.
you got some smeared poo around your whole groin.
Yeah, that's
area.
why I didn't want to take it off, Dave. Fuck, why are you telling people?
Especially
Hey, so
when the
David, would you beat Harry Potter in a wizard's duel if you weren't allowed to punch him? Like magic only.
Okay, I'm good. I think. Mother, mama.
Interesting.
So would you beat Harry Potter in a wizard's duel if you're only allowed magic? You're not allowed punching or shooting.
Yeah, probably. I'm just confident enough in my ability that that I would absorb all of his energy and destroy him with his own energy.
Good answer.
Wow. Wow. That's possibly the most delusional thing I've ever heard said on this channel. Harry Potter is a fucking incredible wizard.
He's a chooch.
I'm
You
offended.
haven't heard of me.
He's a jank.
Yeah, he has a bit of a rough backstory though.
You haven't heard of Merlin Ambrosius.
He had a bit of a rough. He had a bit of a rough start there. Old
Is that
Harold.
you?
Merlin Ambrosius.
Are you Merlin?
Merlin the
Some
Destroyer.
say it is so.
Well, Roy might be Madam
That was
Mim,
a long time
and you
ago.
might have met your match.
That was a long time ago. And wizards are not known for their like fucking 1800 strength or nothing. I'm no arm wrestler.
Well,
Oh,
what if
yeah,
Roy
that's
was
pretty
Madam
strong.
Mim? Can you beat
seen
his
him- I seen him,
crocodilian
like-
and her?
You know, getting no stuff. I seen him fuck up a bridge one time. One time he was like, he told someone like, "You shall not pass," and
That's right.
they
The
didn't-
ball
they didn't
rog.
pass, you know?
Yeah. I just made it stop.
We didn't.
It seems like if he turns it up, like it gets aggressive. seen him
You
do-
shall not pass.
That's what I'm talking about.
Pretty
Not
sure he killed himself.
Right, like
Then he
I-
flew down
I
there
hook-
and he butt
I
fucked that
hook.
dragon. This
You
is what
will not
happened. Like they
take
don't
my
show that on
arm from the
camera,
top
but that's for
position.
sure what happened.
You
And then
will
there was
not
some
take
sort of
my arm
wizard
from the
dragon
top
thing
position.
That happened. Yeah.
Well, Dave, I would bet that I can.
Well, I bet you would right now. Yeah. I'm just talking shit, but that's my ultimate goal.
I
You know?
guess it depends. What side of your brain do you go to when Dave Tomes and someone else is talking? It's like, are you going to the left side where he's talking or the right side where someone else is talking?
Well, it depends on which side my beer is set on at the moment.
Yeah, that's where the okay.
I
Dave's
reach towards
beer, man.
wherever my beer is. You shall not Emma Watson. So Emma Watson's not got any of the characteristics I look for in a woman because she's built like a 12-year-old boy. But Hermione, however,
This is
there's
fun
no
stuff.
way that chick doesn't know some spells. I can give her some bigger tits and a fatter ass for a few minutes, and that's all I need.
I want to get in Hermione's hiney. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if she could
Please.
fucking pull off a little fucking
Wasn't that a
Confucius
young
spell
girl?
to at
Wasn't
least
it like-
convince me.
Wasn't
she
Hermione like
has
a
a butt.
young girl though, or something like
She's
that?
not
kinda
young now,
gross?
David, for fuck's sakes.
I was a
Well, I guess
fucking
she's, like,
teenager when I
probably-
watched it, David. I didn't
Yeah,
do
it's
anything
probably
fucking
30
creepy,
now.
you weirdo. You're
Probably-
the weirdo that's watching it now, talking about her. as a
Probably 30
teenager.
now or
Fuck,
something.
Dave. What are you,
David.
what are you
You're gonna be the
Fuck, Dave.
second person ever banned from this show for being too fucked up.
Oh, man.
Oh boy.
Roy's the first one, and he's got banned 3 times now.
Yeah.
And he's just there, he's like waving his, hi, I'm Roy. I like apples. I'm still-
I like the smell of burnt toast and mayonnaise.
Not really. No.
All right, David. So
I
your
will
wife
I
has
will
instructed
do
me in the chat
what?
to stop bothering you because she really likes the cape.
Who?
My wife.
Who's the king?
My wife
Elvis?
really likes
Elvis,
your cape.
obviously. We're
You,
talking about
what?
Elvis Presley,
Your
right?
wife likes my king.
Elvis,
Hey.
yeah.
Not gape, not gape. Cape.
Like
There's
the thing,
okay.
the thing, the
Yeah, the whole cape.
The whole thing, yeah. It's more of a cloak than a cape, but okay.
yeah, I have robes and a cloak. I have a robe and I'm not gonna.
He's
I have a
showing us the
robe and-
thong that he's not wearing.
and a cloak. And yes,
Yeah.
I am wearing underwear.
So,
You sort of look like the Grand Master of the clan in that cloak there, Dave.
so
Oh,
listen, Dave.
just kidding.
My
Takes
wife
one to know
really,
one.
really likes the robe and the cloak and the hood and the cape. Like, can she have
Yeah,
it?
the hood.
What can she?
I
What
mean,
Did she have it?
if I
can
saw
she have it? No.
his Uncle Jim wearing that, then I'd be like, okay, this is getting political here with this South in the back there, you know.
These are
Hey,
my clothes.
That's a
I can't
conversation you're
give
gonna
away-
have to
I
have
don't
with
wanna
her.
give
I would
away
like
my
you to
clothes.
say no to her because I won't.
I will not give away my clothes right now
How
to
about
your
tomorrow?
wife at this time.
How about tomorrow when you're not wearing them?
How much do you want to buy them for?
Send the link. You just say, I'm gonna send you the link.
Dave, let's put it this way.
You're not getting my clothes off my back.
I have made Devin very,
These are
very
mine.
fucking
It took
angry,
me so long
and
to
I
get
have
them.
not backed down
You know how long it took me to get me
any
these
of the
robes
times that
and
Devin was very angry with me.
gray wizard.
I found
robes.
it quite hilarious how angry I was able to make him in a short time span.
Redonkulous.
Devin's a bit of a dangerous dude, and I just
Yeah,
thought it was
he's pretty
hilarious.
dangerous.
It's not
Yeah,
actually
Devin
scary,
is awesome.
but when my wife says something,
This is way too fun.
it's fucking terrifying.
What is?
My wife,
Your wife is terrifying?
yes,
Why?
Because he's married to her.
because she makes my food.
And so what is saying, she could just put anything in there and then all of a sudden you could not exist anymore?
I'm telling you, I have read her journal, and she has 37 untraceable plans if she burns that journal for both
Don't
me
hit your head on the wall
and
anymore.
Roy. You know what, B?
Uh-oh.
She's actually never laid out a plan to
think
kill
I-
you. But me, David, and Roy, there is legitimate plans in there that she will definitely get away with.
Me? Why would
Yeah.
she kill me?
Why would she kill Roy?
You've been trying to
Me too.
clone my fucking sock DNA, you weirdo. She doesn't want to owe you child support.
Yeah, this is turning into like some kind of TV show or some shit.
Yeah, welcome to the Valley version of Jerry Springer. Like the guy didn't die, he just moved to the Valley.
Where's my smoke?
Oh shit.
No, seriously, Dave,
What?
you might want to consider giving her the cloak.
Who? What? What are you talking about?
My wife wants your cloak.
No, I just got it.
Yeah, like I said.
Buy a fucking another one. This might
No.
be the last show we ever do if you don't give her the cloak.
How about no?
All right, man.
Mhm.
I'm
Come
not
get
afraid
it.
of the afterlife.
Come get it and we'll talk about it. Come over here, right here, and we'll talk about it.
Why
About
are you
a
pointing
sale
at your
of
wiener
my
talking about
fucking
my wife?
cloak that I'm wearing right now.
David, did you just point at your wiener telling my wife to come right there right now?
Oh,
My
is that what he did?
no, you're talking
Boot
about
him,
my
Coachy.
clothing.
Boot him.
Somebody in
talking
the
about my-
fucking comment section,
fuck off.
rewind it. I am positive. He
You're
pointed
talking
at
about
his
my clothing.
fucking
You want to buy
genitals,
my clothing?
saying, telling my
Don't
wife to come
fucking
here
fuck
right now.
shit up. Don't
Oh,
make it
man.
weird. Don't make it weird.
Don't make it weird.
Oh, man.
Oh, that's funny. Hey, I'm looking
David?
up.
You just brought it to a new level.
Is that a Grimfrost?
Look,
Is that
if she fails on offing you and getting that cloak,
She
I have
can't-
no choice but to go and defend her honor after you said that.
No, she's not
he's
allowed to buy
literally-
it. It's mine. I
He's
want
going
it.
to
It's
get
mine. I don't want to sell it. It's not for
Jesse's going to get
sale.
his chainmail right now. So
It's not
you
for
better be ready.
sale.
Look,
It's not for sale.
I respect you, David, and I will tell you where and when I'm coming, so you have a fair chance.
You mean she has to have it?
Yeah, no, we're past that point now, David. Here's the thing.
He's getting the chainmail.
Marcus
What's
is
gonna
going to
happen?
be calling in the airstrike because he's not willing to let me
Oh my
loose.
god!
So
Okay, I'm
gonna
digging
get
in.
this
I'm digging
weird,
in,
burnt
man.
up, scrappy little
I'm digging
fucking
in.
old
I'm digging
piece
in.
of shit cloak.
I'm digging in.
Fuck's
Fucking
sakes.
stainless steel buckshot. Come get some.
Uh-oh.
oh,
Uh-oh.
stainless steel?
Now it just went to another level.
Yeah.
It just went to another level. Oh boy. Damn.
Wow, that was scary. Holy
Damn.
shit.
David wouldn't give me his cloak. He pointed at his wiener and said, "Beer wife, come get this."
I never did that.
Yeah, you,
Was it like a double point?
why are you fucking
Was it-
taking
was
your
it-
clothes
why
off
are you-
right now,
why are
knowing
you
that he pointed
destroying
at
my-
his wiener saying, "Come
why
get
are
it."
you destroying my life right now?
The fuck
Oh,
did you
man.
do that for, David?
What?
He even pointed, he even did like a
Defend myself?
when he did it too.
This
He was like,
reminds me of that
"Whoa."
scene on
You said
Rounders.
somebody was coming over
You
to
ever seen the
steal
movie
my
Rounders,
clothes off
David?
me.
David, have you ever seen the movie Rounders?
It's a good one. It's a good one.
Yeah.
So you know
That-
that scene
Gambling.
where like
Maybe.
Edward Norton gets all beat up and
By the cops for cheating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that you all.
The fucking cops dummied him. They caught him.
Yeah. He was base stealing.
Yeah, exactly.
no,
He's stealing
sorry, I
from
was
the
thinking of the
bottom,
movie
that
Bambi.
motherfucker.
Like whenever his dad gets shot right at the beginning, because David just fucked us all. We're all fucked now. You can't piss off my wife. We're all fucked. She's crazy. She's
What
not
did I
gonna
do,
let you
man?
talk like that.
Come on, man. What did I do? Come on. Let's
Come on.
You wouldn't
please
give her the cloak.
let's please de-escalate this.
I begged you to de-escalate this earlier. You wouldn't give up the cloak. Now we're all fucked.
Well, I just got it. I just got it.
Dude, I promise you,
He said, I'm wearing it for the first time on the show, and you're trying to take it from me.
I promise you.
That's what I'm trying to
It
say.
would have been easier to just order a new cloak and give that one away than it is to have us all fucked
And it's not
because you
acceptable for me
decided
to
to
want to
declare
keep it.
war.
That's
Just
not
send the
fair
link,
for you to
Just
say
send the
something
link
like
for the cloak. Just send the link, man.
You fucked it all up, David.
I'm so
I
sorry.
would have gave you the
that
money for the new
I-
cloak. I don't know how to
I'm so-
order it though.
I'm so sorry that I'd
But
like
she
to keep
asked
my
for that
clothes
one,
on.
and now you fucked it all up, and now we're all fucked.
Fuck, I'm so sorry that I fucked
Look,
everything
Big
up.
B's a big dude. He wouldn't fuck around with that.
Just want to keep my clothes on.
That is the scariest fucking dwarf in the world.
Mm.
Yeah.
I actually got robbed by 6 dwarfs. Just
If I
6.
had like a cape or something,
Not
and she
happy.
wanted it, then I'd probably just give it to her.
Only 6 dwarfs robbed me. Not happy.
No. I'd beat the living bejesus out of 6 dwarves. You
Yeah,
just
well,
see
try
boys
that
fly
one.
everywhere. It'd be like boom, boom, boom.
Hey man,
Little
in
motherfuckers.
about 6 weeks
I'm
or
telling you, like
so,
even like a
in
good
about
like
six
70,
in about
80
six
pound
weeks or
dwarf, I
so,
could
I'll
throw
do
that motherfucker
Beat
a
straight
one
down.
review of
dwarf
my.
with a temper problem is a lot to handle.
I bought a
I
very,
don't know about
very,
that,
very
but
nice toy that's coming in about 6 weeks, maybe more. It's called the Spit, and is
a spit,
reminiscent of
spit.
it's reminiscent of I think more of an African melee weapon. It's mostly a long bladed spear with a long haft. And
Yeah, spit.
it's made by Zombie Tools, and it's worth a lot of money. And I had to have one, so I ordered one. It's going to take about 4 to 6 weeks for
She
Interesting.
is sitting right next to me, and she really wants that cloak.
and I can't wait till it
And
shows
now,
up.
now she
Oh,
wants that
don't spill
zombie
that.
thing that you're talking about as well. She wants that cool like African weapon and the cloak.
There's also a question in the chats. Big B, what if those are like Gimli type dwarf?
I'm no dwarf.
Oh, unless they're like the Lord of the Rings dwarves, which are maybe like slightly tough. They look like.
Well, yeah, like Gimli.
Yeah. They're getting guppied.
Well, what if it's like Gimli?
They're still getting guppied. I don't know. It's just the way it goes.
Like, how high do you think you would have to climb to drop a finishing elbow on that?
Oh man, I'll
Probably
jump
a
off
good
something.
1
I'll just
gram
do like
joint.
a run, jump
At
off.
least
and,
the 1 gram
oh,
joint.
man, it's a
Just
Like a
pinnacle.
normal dwarf, like you're big enough, you could just like fall down on that shit. But like a Gimli type, how high do you got to climb to drop that elbow?
depends how fast you are.
Fuck. All right, Coach
David?
Leo. I gotta charge my phone for a bit. If you guys are still on, then I'll hop back on. But my fucking charger's fucked. So
I really hope we are not going. I've got a long drive tomorrow,
Yeah.
and I don't want to do it. Also,
Yeah.
David is really, really pissing off my wife. So I might die.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Dude, you keep saying like heightest things against her.
Hidest.
boy.
Hidest.
Yeah.
Peace out, Joe.
Let it be.
I
Yep,
don't
yeah.
even know what
Peace,
I'm
brother.
being,
Let me know what's up.
Yeah.
I don't
well,
even know
well,
what I'm being accused of.
Yeah, you're being heightest, and it's not cool. All right, so we got a super chat here.
Height.
For improving
Heightest?
astrology. Is there a tentative date
Is it
for the
because
barmaid?
I'm taller than you?
No, Devin has just not updated the page, and it just keeps fucking coming around. Dave, seriously, if you don't stop flexing the cloak, I'm
Flexing.
telling you,
Flexing the clock.
Oh, damn.
dude, she doesn't give a fuck. She'll like poison every pizza place in your village to make sure that you get it.
There is nothing in my village.
She'll poison
There
every
is no
pizza
village.
place, chicken place, Burger King, Waffle House,
There's
IHOP,
nothing here.
McDonald's. Like at
That's
some
why
point
I'm
you're gonna
so
get
alone.
it, or there's gonna be
I'm
no
a
village left,
hermit
and you're
in
gonna
the
have to
middle of
fucking
the
move,
goddamn
and then she'll get
fucking
that motherfucking
nowhere,
place.
and
You
nobody gives
barked
a
up the
shit.
wrong motherfucking tree. That is like the dwarf version of Cocaine Bear, and she will fuck your shit up.
Well, I don't have any of that. I don't need any of that like uppy shit.
To just give her the fucking cloak, man. Like, I'll buy you a new one.
I get like 150 grams of goddamn excellent cannabis substitutes every month.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but I will buy you a new cloak. She wants that one.
Well, you'll have to come over and get it.
She's already on her way.
Okay. Bring the money. Bring the money. Yeah, I'm wearing it. I'm wearing it right now. I just put it on.
Yeah, well, she don't give a fuck.
After a shower and a bath, and I'm well cleaned.
Oh, okay. Now I get it.
It
You're
is,
saying I
but
smell good under here.
just like
Come
just
right
like
here and
Elvis,
get, yeah.
just
No,
like to
David,
make it,
you
you
are-
know, to make it
oh.
valuable. Yes, it's full of my sweat and jeans for her to savor in some weird
If you
way, if
possibly
you
think
wanted.
that either of us are going to make it out of this scenario alive, you are out of your goddamn mind. Also, anybody watching this is probably fucked out too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you're totally lying. You're not coming over here.
I'm not.
That's, but I thought you said you were.
No, she's on her way.
No, don't. Are you fucking serious?
Dude, I'm going to sit right here because it's like 2.25 hours to your place, 2.25 hours back. I
Look,
got
man,
4.5 hours to enjoy living.
she's.
So,
Are you
got
fucking
half of
serious?
that.
Are you
Thanks.
telling me your wife is on her way to here? She doesn't even know where I am.
Yes, she does.
How?
Because she has my Facebook where you sent me your address.
Oh.
And she
Okay,
just
I
said
don't believe
in the
you.
chat,
Okay, I totally
she's
don't
coming for
believe
the
you.
wizard hat too.
I totally don't believe you.
Oh, yeah. No. Call the angry dwarf a liar now on top of it.
The angry dwarf. Oh, I don't want to call any angry dwarf. That'd probably fucking crush my soul.
Fuck it all up. We're all dead. I'm just hoping that I get out of the house in the morning before she's back and I can head to Wales.
No,
And then I can at
coming
least
here. Nobody
enjoy
knows
one
where I
last
am.
Arm Gods event
Nobody's
before I
coming
go.
here.
David,
Nobody's
you're
coming.
definitely never going to get the chance to do that, but I might make it.
Maybe if I get strong enough. How big are you now?
Bigger than you.
Yeah. Yeah. I identify that's the thing. Is I know how big I am. My bones are small. But I do have some twitchy, rickety, quick twitch.
Just like a weird
And-
way to
and it-
say, like, I used to be
I'm not
cool,
for
but
everybody,
I'm a fat
but-
guy now.
What?
Is that what you're saying? I used to be like tough, but now I'm old and fat.
I'm not saying anything, man. I haven't done a thing. I haven't trained yet.
So what is it you are saying?
That I've had a wonderful time tonight and it's been fun.
I've had a terrible time tonight.
Why? What do you want?
You pissed off the most evil dwarf in the land.
Who's the evil dwarf?
My wife.
Well, how could she be pissed off? Oh,
You
have you
won't give her
been
the
lying to
cloak.
me? You've been lying to me, right? She's not actually on her way. You've lied to me the whole fucking time.
She said she's on her way. I don't know. I'm not upstairs.
I totally don't believe you. Why don't you fucking prove it? Because I'll give her the shit if you mean it. I'll
Just
do
out
it.
of curiosity, how would you
I'll
like to prove that she's not on her way?
What? Like a
What?
bet?
You asked me to prove it. I don't understand how you want me to prove she's not on her way.
$1,000. I bet she's not on her way here right now to get my clothes.
Yeah.
Oh, so if she shows up, you're gonna take your clothes off.
No, no, I don't know because well, it costs almost about that much. So that kind of sucks. So it's like you know, with
Did you just compare my wife to a whore?
the import
Wait,
cost.
hold on. Did you just compare my
No.
wife to a whore?
What?
When you say the clothes cost about that much,
What's your question?
What's the question?
Dave might be the most intelligent blackout I've ever met.
What's the question? Huh?
Sparkle Puff will answer all questions in the future.
Yes, sir. honestly and straightforwardly as soon as it's necessary.
Dave, I would just like to let you know, and I'm not joking about this.
You think I'm a
Yeah,
fucking total
seriously, no,
retard?
I'm not fucking kidding. This is